And we're live. What's going on, everyone? Sorry, a bit later than we expected. How's everyone doing? This is the watch along for the West Ham Wolves game. I'm going to get up the banner very soon when the game starts. How are you all doing? I see loads of people in the comments already. Scotty, how are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Really good. I'm just hoping West Ham don't spoil my day. I've had a good day today.
Well, I won't bank on them, mate. If I'm honest.
I know. It's worrying times going into this, isn't it? Let's be honest.
I'm going to try and get the starting lineup in a minute. You've seen the starting lineup, Scott, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. I have.
What do you think?
It's unfortunate Bonner's not back. Balbuena coming in. Obviously, Ngaki has been dropped, hasn't he? So Frederick's coming back in for his place. There's no real change. Like Anderson coming out, but I don't know. I'd like to see something different up front, or someone up front with Antonio, not the forward three that we've had. I would have preferred to have the two, if I'm honest. But
I can't work out with the with the team that we've got. I can't work out where Noble's playing.
Well, this is it. Is he going to be the further forward of the three midfielders? Because it's Souček, Rice, and Nobes, and obviously we know Rice is going to be the oldie midfielder.
If that's the case, I would have rather had Lanzini, if I'm honest.
Well, this is it. Or playing 4 nails in midfield and put someone else on the wing.
Yeah.
Obviously Snoddy's out. Looks like he might be out for the season now. They're saying, aren't they? Because of his back problem.
I haven't heard anything.
I saw the rumours on Twitter flying around that he's got a problem with a disc in his back, and he could be out for the season.
Well, if that's true, that would be a real shame because he's been one of our better players. It's going to be tough without players like him. As I said the other day, we look at the Wolves game and we look at we'll take some of the comments in a minute, but we look at the Wolves game and you look at the way we played. There was no fight. There's no desire. And I honestly said on the day that I'd rather people like Snodgrass and Anderson. Yeah, I really would because it's it's what you need in a fight in fights like this. And
exactly.
Anderson strolling around the other day I don't know what the fuck was going on, but just strolling around like he's on the the training pitch at Chad Relief. He's disturbing really when you're in such a such a fight.
Exactly, that's it, and that's the problem. Right? That's exactly why he's not in the side tonight because he didn't show that fight and commitment that we need going into these fixtures. I don't know whether you're watching. I've got the Brighton Leicester game on, and Brighton are giving Leicester a game, and they're going for him. They're pressing hard. They're shutting him down. They missed the penalty in the first half. Otherwise, they could be 1-0 up. And the fight that Brighton are showing to get themselves away from that drop zone is the fight that we need to show, and we're not showing it.
Let's have a look at this starting lineup. Fabianski, Fredericks, Diop, Balbuena, Cresswell, which I would imagine would be a back four. Rice, Souček. Fornals is going to go on the left. Bowen's going to go on the right. Antonio's going to go up front. I still don't see how Nobles. Unless he, as you say, unless he's playing an advanced role, I still don't see how he fits into that side. To be honest with you, but is it the best we've got available? I would say no because you've got the people like Wilshere on the bench who may be preferable to Noble in that. I know he hasn't played a lot, but he's preferable to Noble in that role. Lanzini, obviously, Anderson, who could play a central role. Yeah.
To be honest, the one we're missing out on, why Yarmolenko? Why not stick him up front? Why not partner in with Antonio up top? Yarmolenko he's played up front for the Ukraine.
Was he on the bench? Let me see that again.
He's on the bench, yeah.
Yeah, he's on the bench, yeah.
Out on the wing, sometimes I think he's a bit wasted because he always seems to try and, he always wants to get on his left foot and have a shot. Stick him up front. I said he's played there before. He's played there for his country, so why not give it a shot? It's not working with this three-pronged attack that we're trying to go for if we're not putting the ball on the deck. You know, Bowen thrives, as we've said before in previous shows. He thrives from cutting in on the wing, making that run, looking for the through pass, and we just knock it long to Antonio. We've got to stop doing that. You know, and then you've got a Jetty, you've got Silva. They're strikers. Whether you like a Jetty or not, at least that game that we have seen him come on, he ain't great. We know that, but at least he puts in a bit of effort, and that's what we need to see.
Absolutely. What do you think our chances are tonight, Scotty? Like, realistically, before we get the Spurs fan in, let's talk between ourselves. If you're going to mug us off now.
I don't know, mate, because Spurs, they've been hot and cold this season, haven't they? And if we show up, then, you know, maybe we can cause an upset. But if we play like the way we did against Wolves, we'll probably get a spanking. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah. I don't know. Obviously, we'll take some comments in a minute. Can you click up the comments? I'm just trying to.
No, I can't, mate. I can't get up.
I'll have a look at that in a second. We'll have a look at the comments. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here, and you know what us men are like. Yeah, I said to Expressions, I'm going to be very, very surprised if Jose hasn't sort of smelt blood in a week. To be honest, yeah, it's going to be a tough game, and.
Yeah, exactly. It was always going to be.
I'll be honest with you, mate, I could see a bit of a thrashing coming. 3, 4, maybe, if we play like we did the other day. But, you never know what might happen. It's a funny old game, football, as they say. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And you know, it just, as I said when I've done the preview, Tottenham haven't been great at the back this season. You know, and Mourinho. We've not got a bad record against him lately, if memory serves me right. I know they beat us earlier in the season. We turned them over at their place at the end of last season.
That was his first game.
Yeah, we beat. Didn't we beat United in one of his last games in charge for him?
Yes, I think we did. Yeah.
You know, so our record against Mourinho is not bad. Moyes' record against Mourinho, I think, is awful. Off memory,
is it?
Yeah, I'm sure his record against.
Well, I was looking at some stats this week regarding managers and stuff, mate. Like past managers and that. And Moyes has got like the worst record. And you know what makes me laugh is he comes into the job saying like, "Oh, I win games. That's what I do." I mean, well, fucking prove it then. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't see how you can go into a job boasting about it because you won a couple of games with Everton in 2002.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's a bit fucking ridiculous. Like, do you know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know. Moyes has never been the man for me. You know, there was better options out there. There was better options that could have got at some of our top signings playing well. Moyes, I think, he's a tactically inept dinosaur. I don't think he's, he's done much in terms of, you know, changing out the way we're playing and all that sort of stuff. I don't know. But
the thing is, I'm sure someone. Oh, where did I see it? I've seen the on Twitter about his record. 3 games. He's 3 games short of Avram Grant's like time at the club, and if he doesn't win the next 3 games, his record will be worse than Avram Grant.
Worse than Avram's, yeah. And Avram, you know, to my mind, Avram's one of the worst managers we've ever had.
Exactly.
You know, and
all right, in a way, you can probably say, all right, Moyes has walked in twice and not brought his own team, but you know, you want to see a bit of spark, something a bit different, and we've not seen that. And then I read somewhere else that he's turned around and said that if we were mid-table, we play more of an attacking game. Well, play the attacking game now. We're getting beat playing defensive, deep-lying football. So if you feel like we can play like that, and if we were mid-table, we get results like that, then play it now.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Players, maybe. You know, I made an analogy in the week on, on Twitter. I mean, like our transfer policies and stuff. I see our guest is in the wings. I'm going to bring him in a second. Our transfer policies. Like, it's a bit like somebody that's making their dinner and they go into the supermarket blindfolded. You know, they pick up a steak, they pick up a trifle, they pick up a lasagna sauce, they pick up a bit of cod. They put it all together, and individually with other ingredients, some things are fantastic. But if you put them all together, it doesn't work. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, you know, we've got no philosophy around the club. The guys in charge don't know how to run a football club for my money. You know, they know how to make money. They're good businessmen. Good businessmen don't always make good owners. But it's, you know, we need people now to get the best out of what we got. You know, if you had fucking Gordon Ramsay, you know, he might be able to whip up something out of them ingredients.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right, mate.
We ain't got Gordon Ramsay. We've got the geezer that runs a local chip shop. You know.
No, bang on, mate. That is bang on. That is exactly how we are at the moment.
Right, let's bring our guest in. He's a Spurs fan, so don't go too hard on him in the chat. But he is from Sky Sports. He's Sky Sports' own presenter, massive Spurs fan. We've known him for a few years, actually. We've tried to get him on the channel a few times, but you know, never quite worked out. But here we go, Michael Bridge.
Hello, boys.
Hey, mate.
How you doing? Good to see you. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Obviously got the lockdown barnet, obviously. But yeah, not doing too bad. You guys all right?
Well, we've been better, I think, football-wise, to be fair.
Yeah.
Listen, I won't beat around the bush. You're going to beat us quite comfortably today, aren't you, Mike?
Nick, I'll tell you, I mean, you know, under Pochettino, under his first few years, I'd probably say yes, but Spurs haven't played great for a while anyway under Jose, and the man, you know, everyone. I mean, looking at Leicester, Brighton now. Leicester are poor. You know, it's an even playing field now. It's fitness. These players haven't played for over 100 days. It's difficult. The only thing I said this to a friend earlier, West Ham fan. I said I actually think the no crowd suits Spurs more than West Ham, because every Spurs West Ham game I've been to, every time you have a corner, you're away head. Come on, you know. Likes of Antonio turn around going, bloody hell, we better kick up the arse here. Like I've said a million times, it's all well and good you beating us like last season at Spurs. You got to keep doing it. And that, for me, would annoy me if I was a West Ham supporter. We know you can do it against Tottenham. We know what a big game it is. But the fact that you only do it on occasion would really rile me.
I think it does with us, doesn't it? It's the fact that we can turn up for games against, like yourselves, games against Chelsea and teams like that, but then you see the performance you saw against Wolves the other day, and then going back, you know, we don't turn up against teams that are down the bottom in and around us, but turn up for these London derbies. And me personally would rather see us beat the teams around us and lose to teams like Spurs and Chelsea, even though it pains me to say you don't want to lose against your London rivals, but in the situation we're in,
it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I want them points against the likes of Norwich, Burnley's, Newcastle's, teams like that, and you know, the big boys, let them just get on with what they're doing, because their season doesn't affect us.
Yeah, I mean, look, it hurts. It hurts for a few days. I mean, you know, I'm from Enfield, so you're either a Spurs or an Arsenal fan, and when you lost to Arsenal, it'd take over a week to get over. But you're right. At the end of the day, it's points. At the end of the day, you're not going to keep going on about matches. I mean, I don't know about tonight. It's a strange one. I mean, Lloris, Aurier, Dyer, Sanchez, and Davis are at the back. You've got Sissoko and Lo Celso. For West Ham fans who don't know Lo Celso very well, he's probably our best, most entertaining player. We signed him from
That's
Betis
nice
on
to say. Yeah, that feels a good confidence.
Well, I mean, he's probably our Eriksen replacement, because Spurs misses assists and creativity.
Of course,
but he's had a few injuries, so he's coming in tonight. Dele Alli's back in, Lucas is in, Son and Kane. So the big news for Tottenham, I'd say, is that Alderweireld is still on the bench, but also Ndombele, who is supposed to be our Moussa Dembele replacement, cost 64 million quid. That's a lot of money for anyone, but let alone Tottenham. But he's on the bench again, and I don't know if you boys remember, like last season, it was this season, but Mourinho quite critical about Ndombele, you know, about his fitness, his weight issues. So, yeah, I mean, Kane was really, really rusty the other night, but he's been out for 6 months, for God's sake. And this is the thing, you know, you're not going to get a great game, are you guys? I mean, it'll be intense, no doubt. You know, the likes of Martin Noble will probably be in there now saying, you've got to sort yourselves out, lads. But I don't know what you think. I mean, I think it'd be more exciting than this lump of shite at the moment, but it's hard to tell.
Well, I was just about to say to you, Mike. I mean, you know, you're around football all day, every day, and you know, you're talking to people in the game, and you know, the professionals and stuff. I mean, some of them must have been pretty critical about West Ham's performance on Saturday.
Yes,
Saturday.
yeah.
They must have been very critical because I think I watched all the games. Most of the games. I caught up with most of the games, and we look the worst. We look the worst for where we look like we've taken lockdown the worst. We come back looking unfit. The players look like they're looking forward to their summer holidays. I don't know how it's gonna affect them with the heat. I mean, it's a very hot day today. A lot of them are not going to be used to playing football in this country in this climate, you know. And you know what do the guys at Sky think, and some of the professionals and things like that.
I'll be honest with you, Nick, and I get on really, really well with a lot of guys at West Ham, and I just think sometimes they really need a new training ground. It's a bit like you can't breathe in there sometimes, you know? And does that make a difference? I don't know. I mean, other training grounds like Tottenham's, it's like 5-6 star state of the art, and I look at West Ham's and they do an incredible amount of work for the women's team. But they all sort of together. There's porta cabins, and it just needs a real freshen up. The whole club needs a bit of a freshen up. That's what I think from the outside. That has to go down to the players are there 5 days a week. Does that make a difference? I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing it from a neutral's point of view. But yeah, I mean, obviously Saturday was disappointing because essentially Wolves 2 years ago were a newly promoted side, but they are some team. I mean, Nuno's just got it bang on, hasn't he? Every time they sign someone, they just look better. And then I suppose for you guys, you just get frustrated. You get a new manager the day after Pellegrini goes. And it doesn't feel new, does it? It doesn't feel new. And the players haven't got a new voice. You know, you signed Anderson, who's supposed to be really good, but then sometimes I see him walking.
Yeah,
and you don't do that at a club like West Ham United. But like, all jokes aside, West Ham are a proper club. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that. The fans will get on you. Not one West Ham fan would ever have a pop at you if they know you're trying. You know. I think sometimes I see people who aren't trying 110%. And that's why I go back to like Spurs. It's all well and good some players just having a great game tonight, but do it next week. Do it the week after against Brighton and Southampton.
Well, that's one thing I would say about West Ham fans. I would say a lot of West Ham fans are realists because, you know, we don't expect the world from anyone, you know, but what we do expect is you to give your best, you know, and, you know, we've had some absolute dire players over the years that have become heroes of ours because they wore their heart on their sleeve. And with people like Anderson, £45 million, we've seen he's got the talent. We've seen he can do this. We've seen he can do that. But when, you know, you're 2-0 down against Wolves, you need them players, the big players, to step up, and they're not stepping up. I mean, we've come back with more injuries than anyone. I really can't work out what's going on.
I mean, I really like Jared Bowen. I was at Palace on deadline day in January, and they were looking at him. But I think you've done well there. I think there was talk he wanted to stay up north, but he signed for you at the end. And you want to sort of build your attack around him, don't you? But I just look at West Ham, like Pablo Fornals, for example. Let's go back to Wolves. How would he be under Nuno Sancho? I reckon he could tear it up. Yeah. You know, he was in the Euro under-21s, and I was presenting one morning. And I said to my mate, is that the guy West Ham have just signed? They went, yeah. He is bloody brilliant. I mean, these are good players. These are good players. But when I hear David Moyes say, well, my best player in defence is Declan Rice, my best midfielder is Declan Rice, it's slightly worrying in the sense that Declan won't obviously stay if you get relegated. And Declan is a home boy, a good lad. But you've spent a lot of money as well, haven't you? And you need to get more out of the guys who you've bought.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see him saying. I mean, that's another thing that I'm very worried about, Mike. Is the noises coming out of the club this week? You know, Mark Noble is our captain. He's turning around going, "Well, we're going to lose games because of who we're playing and all that." I don't want to hear that when you're down there. You know, we've lost games against teams we shouldn't have lost games against when you look at it on paper. So I don't want to hear him say that. And then when I'm looking at David Moyes, the manager, who's meant to be inspiring people, and he's saying to people, it might go down to the last game, you know. Now, I want to hear him say, no, we'll be out of it by then. You know, we'll be well clear of it by then. You know, whether he believes it or not is another thing. But if you are putting out that message in public, it's obviously the vibe around the club. It's the vibe that the players are getting. Yeah. And even if they hadn't got it before, they'd be looking at it thinking, Jesus, he's got no faith in us whatsoever. Yeah. You know, Oh, are we going to go down? It looks like, a lot of them are not up for a fight. And it just puts out the total wrong message from both captain and manager.
What I'd say, boys, on this occasion is, even say hypothetically, before coronavirus, if you went down, you get a manager who knows how to get out of the Championship and bang, you're back up again. You get your Neil Warnocks, etc. I'm not saying for West Ham, but there are managers who just know how to win that league. But with the pandemic now, you just don't know what's going to happen. Spurs aren't going to spend any money. West Ham, I doubt, will spend much money. We don't, like Neil Warnock got the Middlesbrough job today. Someone tweeted me, you can see them going up next season. I'd say, look, in a normal environment, I could see Neil Warnock getting a side good enough to get. But we don't know who's got anything to spend, how small the pre-season is going to be as well. You guys do not want to be in that Championship next season under those conditions.
No, absolutely not. You are correct. It's going to be. I think the pandemic's going to, make the likes of Chelsea, Manchester City. I think it's going to pull them away from the pack. I mean, even Tottenham, by the sounds of it, have got a few financial issues. There was one of the first clubs trying to furlough staff. Obviously not a noise coming out there at the minute, but we're not silly. We know they've got £1 billion to pay back for a stadium with an unknown amount of income. Nobody knows what they're going to be bringing in.
Well, the problem was that we got the sort of record turnover a few months ago. That was before the pandemic, and everything was looking rosy. We got 3.9 million in one game against Man City in the Champions League, and it's like, bloody hell, this is good. TV money as well, but Anthony Joshua got cancelled. Guns N' Roses got cancelled. Capital Summertime Ball. I think 11 events post the season got cancelled. My season ticket is £1,800. I mean, they're losing all that revenue. So it's gone from being a stadium we needed, and it's a great stadium, and you've gone from that to it being a bit of a problem now, because also it's still called the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We were waiting for a big, there was people interested in the naming rights. Now people aren't going to spend 300, 400 million to sponsor. Yeah. So Nick, you're absolutely bang on. Spurs are going to feel the pinch more than most.
And you could see, like us, one or two of your big players, moving on. It's going to be a shame, but that's
probably the problem for you now. Where with the new stadium and everything, even if you hadn't got Champions League football this year, you probably could have kept the bigger players. But now the financial situation, it's only going to take that little interest from a big side somewhere abroad, and you're not really in a position now to go, well, no, we want to keep this player. It's going to be a bit like us with Declan Rice. If we go down, we ain't going to want to sell him. But if a club's willing to pay 70, 60 million for him, we're going to have to let him go. And I think Tottenham's going to be in that similar situation because of the amount that you've got to find revenue-wise because of this pandemic. Plus, obviously, you had the loan from the Bank of England that you had to secure as well. It gives other teams a bit of firepower to nick your better players.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to someone in finance who said it was quite clever from Levy doing that because you get a really, really low level of interest back or something like that. Something way beyond my head. But yeah, I mean, in February, as I said, the figures were we had record revenue in the league and everything was hunky-dory. But yeah, everything has completely changed now. Yeah. I look at the players and, I mean, take Harry Kane, for example, 27 or approaching 27. He's probably one more serious injury away from he can kind of forget about the massive move because he's had 4 serious ankle injuries. In January, he ruptured, I hate that word, but he ruptured his hamstring and he only just came back to full training about a month or so ago. So if he's going to get another serious injury like that, like the likes of Barca, Real or whoever, or even Man U are going to say, we're not going to spend 150, 200 million on you, mate. And then Levy's going to say, well, you're not going. So I think football in general, to be honest, is very much a wait and see. I've been saying for a while I can't see many transfers happening, but then Chelsea go and spend 50 million. So it is a wait and see. But then I think Chelsea's transfer ban is probably the best thing that's ever happened to them.
I agree.
They had January off, and now they won't bloody stop.
Yeah, that's it, and that's the thing. And obviously, where they've saved money through that window. Yeah. With not signing anyone, things like that, they're going to be a real force in the transfer market at times when a lot of clubs are not going to be able to, to flash that cash.
Yeah, exactly.
It will make for an interesting Premier League next season, I must admit.
Yeah.
I think.
Listen, they're going to be like vultures. That's the thing. The top clubs, the clubs that haven't really been affected by it, the clubs that have already, got the billions in the bank, they're going to be looking at the types of West Ham, even, the likes of Bournemouth and, Norwich and all that, looking at their stars. They're going to be looking at, these people are businessmen. They're not giving away money for nothing. So you might not get the money that they're worth, that it might have a knock-on effect on the market, but it's going to make them teams grow stronger. But anyway, back to tonight's game. Mike, before I let you go, mate, to watch the game, what do you fancy tonight?
I'll tell you what, Nick, and I don't usually say this because I know you like West Ham play well at our place. I'm going to go for a Spurs win, maybe 2-1 or 3-1, purely on the fact I really do believe that it will come down more to the players than the fans today, obviously. Because, as I say, you're brilliant at our ground. And I think it might help Spurs play in an empty stadium. It's just on ability. You look like you lack confidence. I'm going to go for a 2 or 3-1 Tottenham.
Listen, sorry, I've got Jose playing.
He's sure
to turn the sound down.
You're right, Nick.
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right to do that, mate. It's it's a nailed on Tottenham win tonight. I don't know whether Moyes, with all the noise that's coming out of the club this week, I don't know whether, Moyes is going to be looking at, beyond the next game, the Chelsea game and all of that sort of thing. But, I don't think he's going to go for it tonight. I don't see a very attacking game. He'll try and nullify your threat and he'll fucking foul miserably. Jose's still playing. I don't know how to stop him.
I think if Spurs get early goal, it's game over. If I'm honest, we need to keep Spurs at bay for at least 20 minutes, or try and get to the first drinks break without conceding and go from there. But I think we concede earlier, it will be a bad result. But I'm trying to be optimistic. We're going to get something. I can see it.
Mike, thank you so much for joining us. I know there's only 10 minutes left. I'll let you go and get a beer or something and get in front of the telly. Thank you very much.
See you later. Take care.
Listen, this guy's on play every week. Go and follow all this stuff. Thank you very much, mate. I don't know what's going on there. It was glitching out.
Right, before kick-off, I'm switching the light on. Wait there 1 sec, mate. Because otherwise I'll go dark and we won't.
Okay, let's take some. I can't. My mouse is not moving very smoothly, so I'm trying to get up some of the comments here.
You are a bit.
Come on, you Irons. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think there's quite a bit going on. So everyone seems to be on the internet tonight. He's got to be dictating play, says Lewis O'Brien. Does someone know if the game is getting streamed here? I'm not sure where you are, mate. I would like to say he's got to be dictating play again. I don't like the lack of pace in the side. We'll play this Fab Balbuena, Ogbonna with Fredericks and Ben Johnson's wing backs with Fornals Rice. Ben Johnson's a big one because it still doesn't look like Ngakia is signing a new contract. So Ben Johnson might be the next one.
Yeah, I think Moyes coming out. I'm still here, mate. I think they're coming out and saying with Johnson, it's just the lack of he's had quite a serious injury, hasn't he? So I think it's a lack of game time, and they don't want to rush him in. So that's probably why he's not been given a chance. I think if Ngakia doesn't sign the deal, I think we could see Johnson for the Chelsea game.
Yeah, the Chelsea game pushes past the June mark, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's the first couple of days in July.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not sure.
It's interesting that Spurs have moved Dyer to the back line as well. I thought he looked a bit clumsy in their midfield on the other day.
Well, to be fair, Dyer, he did look clumsy when I was looking at him the other night. Obviously, he gave away 2 penalties. One of them was rescinded as not a penalty, but he gave away 2 penalties. That's an area, if we're going to do something, that's an area where I'll be getting at. I'll be attacking him if I was Antonio. I'll be, you know what Antonio's like. He's got that little burst of pace, little burst of speed. If he can get one-on-one with Dyer or in around him in the penalty box to try and make him bring him down in the box, you know. But we've got to try and not play long, you know, put it in the channels for him, because if he cuts in and Dyer's one-on-one with him, you know, he's quite easy. He can quite easily knock it down around him and draw fouls and, you know, and get past him. That's where I would be targeting.
Yeah, no, exactly, mate. That's the thing. And that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying about Bowen. The way Bowen likes to cut in off that wing. You know, try and get him when he's cutting inside to then be one-on-one with Dyer, that type of player, because Bowen's got the pace to skip past him. You know, we've got to be looking for everything we can get in this game, whether it's, you know, free kicks in and around the edge of the area, but make the defenders foul, especially when they're not in that of a confident mood. I said in the preview, I think they've had one clean sheet in the past 14 games, something like that. So they're not overly confident at the back. So for me, we can't afford to be too, what's the word? You know, too. We can't take
overcommitting.
Yeah,
we can't overcommit.
Yeah, you know, but we've still got to press their back line. If we're going to get anything, we've got to make that back line make mistakes. You know,
yeah, I think you're right. I'm getting ready for kickoff. I'm trying to get my stream up. Scott, if I leave you for 2 seconds, mate, while I log out and log back in, because it seems to be a bit laggy, I might have to log out and log back in. You'll have to answer some of the questions on the screen, all right? So send your questions in for Scott. We've got 5 minutes to kick off, guys. I'm just going to log out and log back in.
Oh, mate, no worries.
You see the comments, right?
Yeah, I can see the comments. I'm waiting for them. Don't worry.
Just read some off the screen,
yeah.
Scott. It's not.
I'm just going through them. Relax, man. Relax. Right, let's see what we got here. There's Matt Scott. Spurs ain't worried about us scoring. Well, that's probably why they put Dyer at the back, to be honest. But they should be. They, you know, at the end of the day, we have got something about us where we can actually cause problems. We've seen it before, but we just need a bit more intensity in our pressing, in my opinion. What else we got? Galaxy Techno beat. In my opinion, David Moyes has to go at the end of the season, even if we stay up. What do you guys think? It's tough. We can't afford to keep chopping and changing managers. If we go down, I don't know. It's who else is out there for me at the moment. You know, it's like I don't know. I'm unsure with that one personally. You know, I just think that sometimes if you go down, at least Moyes has been in and around, and he knows what the club's trying to do. And maybe given a bit more investment, given a bit more time to bring in these players, we might see something different. But we'll have to wait and see. Ryan's not here. He'll be on post-match pint later. I don't think he can get to come on tonight. Dylan White Brown, Nobles player manager, could be a good shout. You know, he loves the club. He's been around the club a very long time. Lack of experience could be a thing. Bringing him in maybe next season if he's looking to retire. Put him in as a player coach. Will I neck a pint if we win? Yeah, why not? I might as well. I've got a few cans in the fridge, so I'll have a go at that one. A Redknapp. James Dunlop says A Redknapp maybe. Again, I think he's a man who's been out of the game a bit too long for me. For him to come back in, I liked him as a manager, but I just think he's been out of the game a little while now, and I don't think he'll improve us in any way. If I'm being honest, what else we got? Go for Marco Silva. Where has it gone? You have to bear with me. I'm not used to this sort of stuff. I'm normally one that just joins in. We go down and get Pards back again. You know, his record of late's not that great, so I'm not sure whether he'd be a good fit for us. You know, we did play some good football. It's probably some of the best football we've played over recent years, barring that last game of the season, last season at the Boleyn, under Pardew. So yeah, but again, he's not, you know, a little bit out of touch with the game, I think. Scott Parker, he's a good shout. as a manager. But if we go down, would he really leave Fulham for us? I'm a bit unsure. You know, he got a few boos the last time he turned out for us. So we'll have to. But he's a good young manager coming through. Likes a decent. You know, he knows how the game should be played. For me, he was a great player for us, and you know, he could be a good shout if we do go down, or even if we do stay up and Fulham don't come up. Fraser for Anderson, yeah, you know, could be a decent purchase. Fraser, he's a decent player, but you know, Anderson, it's just one of them. I just feel that where we're not confident as a side and we're not playing well, Anderson's he's not a type of player who needs to be in a dogfight. He's the type of player that when you're pushing on and you're that mid-table or above, he's a player you need in the side. When things are going right for you, he's the player that we need. The problem is things are not going right for us, and that's why his style of play, I feel, is not really suiting us in what we're doing. Mark Hughes definitely wouldn't take him, if I'm honest. I think he's a terrible, terrible manager. Big Sam, again, you know, yeah, he's a champion. He'll definitely get us out of the Championship if we're in now. But who's got him at the moment? Nobody's going for him. So, again, I think he's sort of losing touch with the game a little bit. You know, the managers are out of the game for a period of time for a reason. And we're seeing a big movement in the Premier League, especially now, where their style of play isn't always the right style of play and isn't getting teams out of trouble as it used to. You know, Moisey plays a lot like Allardyce with a one up front, long ballish football. And, you know, I don't know whether he'd be able to... Going down, I reckon he could get us out of it. But, you know, if we stay in the Premier, he's someone we definitely don't want. Bear with me, guys. Sorry. CTS 2.0, Tottenham going to stuff Tottenham. I hope so, mate. What else we've got? Martinez, Eva Hart FC. Martinez, yeah, is he still at Belgium, I believe? You know, he's not a bad manager, but, you know, he did a few good things at Wigan, but weren't too great at Everton, if memory serves me right. Nigel Pearson, to be fair, I would have preferred him over Moyes. You know, he's in the short term, what he can do, you know, he gets players playing. He demands a bit more than what we're seeing from a lot of our players. He's done a good job. You know, he's done a good job at Leicester, to be honest, if I remember rightly. And then they sort of got rid of him a bit abruptly. So, yeah, no, he's another one. He'd be a good shout. But whether we get him, Eddie Howe, Lewis O'Brien, I'd actually take Eddie Howe. I reckon he'd do the bits with our type of budget compared to what he's used to. Again, he could be a good shout. If Bournemouth go down and we can stay up, he's someone who we definitely need to be looking at. You know, I honestly do think if we do stay up, they'll stick with Moyes. But, you know, if Eddie Howe's available, he's a new generation of manager. You know, he's something that we need. He's done well at Bournemouth. I know they're not having a great season this season, but, you know, like you said, he's worked on a shoestring budget there. So, you know, he's ideal for our chairman, let's be honest.
The computer decided to need an update. Right, the game should be starting now, but I've got a black screen in front of me, so
we're just sitting down to kick off. So yeah,
well done, Scott.
I ain't used to all this reading comments. Dylan White Brown, Kevin Nolan. Hold on, I've lost that. They kicked through real quick, didn't they? Kevin Nolan as manager, Noble's player assistant. Not a bad chat.
Right, about the kickoff, guys. Let me know the comment section down below what you think was going to happen. In the live chat, anyone but Moyes. Let's just show you the team before we go, and just in case you haven't seen it.
Have you kicked off yet, Nick?
Not yet.
All right, you're going to be behind me then. Ain't you watching it on Now TV?
No, I'm watching it on Sky Sports app.
Ah, okay. I used my free season ticket. You know that we got the 2 codes through, didn't we, for the season ticket?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using one of them tonight.
How did you get?
They come via email.
I'll have to have a look. I could have given my codes to someone, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I've cancelled my Sky Sports subscription, so that's why I've had to use one of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so looking how we've started, Noble's in the more advanced midfield position.
He looks more further forward, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. So it's
What would they have been doing in training this week, Scott? What have they been working on?
Well, I would have hoped they would have been working on their pressing game, because we saw against Wolves how that first goal came where we didn't press the ball. I would have hoped they would have worked on some of that, but time will tell. I think whether we have the fitness to play that sort of way, we'll have to wait and see. It's a good knock by Bow in there, releasing Fornells down the left. No, sorry, not Fornells, Criswell. Oh, go on. Nearly. Noble nearly got in. Noble's calling for a penalty.
I'm well behind you, mate. It's just passing to the left.
Yeah, no, Antonio brings it down his chest, knocks it inside to Noble. Noble gets blocked off by Dyer. His touch let him down. Oh, no, his first touch was good. His second, it sort of clipped off the defender and rolled through to Lloris. This is a better start from us, though, I must admit, already. You know, we've had a lot more of the ball than we did against Wolves.
We got in the box.
Yeah. How long did it take us to do that Saturday? But again,
need something here. No, you know, that was a dodgy tackle.
Yeah, but I think
he lost control.
You know? Yeah, he was never in control of the ball, was he? His first touch was good, but I think the defender just nicks it with the second touch. Like before he can take
should have hit it. Fine.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. That was lucky. I think that went off for a goal kick. Fabianski just hang on, I'll see a replay of it. Balbena just cleared it off the line, but I think it was already out of play. Sun down on the left, crosses it in. Takes a deflection.
I'm just seeing that now.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun, isn't it? Oh.
That's right. Dealt with that corner well.
John Craig, if you want to get involved in a chat, mate, get involved in a chat. You're just spamming the same thing over and over again. I'm going to ban you. Yeah, I don't know what he's blown up. He's still run up for a corner.
Yeah. I'll try and hold back some of my thingies until I know where you're at.
Can you pause it?
Right, bear with me, mate. I've lost you when you're right. Where'd I put it? Right, give me a sec. Wait there.
All right, don't have to go through the old match. Well, we sort of do, mate. That's what we're doing. If you don't want to stay, mate, go and watch it somewhere else. Come on, hard man.
No, mate.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you know what?
He won't
I dare you ban me.
I dare you ban me.
There you
go.
Right,
there you go. See you later. Thank you very much.
Go on. Oh.
Corner. Well, we've got a corner. Oh, no, we ain't got a corner. It's goal kick. Sorry. Spurs look like they're sort of playing a free at the back here.
Oh, yeah. There's someone spamming in the live chat. Let me block him.
Someone else said they've paused it. No, I can't pause it because I'm watching it through the telly. So I'm guessing if I was on the app on the computer, I could pause it.
Why am I always the last one to see?
Well, no, normally it's me. Normally I'm far behind you.
Here's a question for you. We have 5 English players starting tonight. Is that above average in the Premier League? Yeah, I would imagine it would be now.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's a very high percentage anyway.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. I think there's only a few teams that will have more players in their starting 11, British players in their starting 11 than us. The majority of them probably.
Would you like to see a bit of Wilshere today, as Cameron?
Depends how the game's going. To be honest, a fit Wilshere and a playing well Wilshere is an asset to any team. The only thing that worries me a bit, he's been out for a very, very long time. But being a West Ham fan and the fact he played for Arsenal, he'd be well up for getting involved in this game. So yeah, probably last 20 minutes if the game's going the right way. Wait.
I would like to see a little bit of Wilshere today.
Yeah. Just unlucky there. Tried to break. Noble tried to play a through ball to Fornells and it got blocked off. I'm a West Ham fan since 2006. It sucks to be a West Ham fan. It's not the greatest sometimes, let's be honest. Being a West Ham fan and an England fan, you'd get let down and disappointed quite a lot.
Seems like a lot more energy from the start.
Yeah, massively.
Than the other day.
Again, it's come on, ref, that's a foul. God. Yeah, that is true. Nationality is.
Give it.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah. It's just sometimes it's a bit of players having a fighting spirit.
Brighton 0, Leicester 0 full time. That's another point for Brighton.
Yeah,
score in the last two, and two very, very tough games.
Yeah, that's it.
It looks like they're going to pull out of it.
But that's it. Was 6 points in front of us now, I think. You know what, mate?
I think so.
We're starting well. We're moving the ball a lot quicker and a lot better than we did Saturday. Oh, he's just got to be.
It looks like Ngaki is going.
Yeah, I reckon so. You know, I can't.
Leicester are overrated. Leicester can't be overrated, mate. They're third in the league. They are where they are on merit.
The thing is, Leicester is a team that shows how key having a correct setup, a right structure, and good investment is. Do you know what I mean? They've been very, very. They've had their plan of what they wanted to do. They've been very wise in how they've spent their money, and look what they've achieved in the last 4 seasons. You know, winning the Premier League for a club like Leicester is massive. Like you said, they're sitting 3rd or 4th in the Premier League now. I'd bite their hand off to be in them 2 positions. You know what I mean? I think when you look at our club and when you look at their club, you see how investment and structure is wrong with our club and is so right with a club like theirs. And the same with Wolves, as we were saying on post-match pints Saturday night. You know, Wolves invested, they built a plan and they stuck to that plan and they're reaping the benefits from it.
Absolutely. Offside?
Yeah, where do you think Ngaki is going then, if he is going? Do you reckon he's going to get a move to a big club?
Yeah, I think so. I think someone will take him. I don't think he'll I don't think he'll play much if he goes anywhere.
Well, see, this is my thing with him. You know, obviously, if he sticks with us, he's going to get game time. He's going to be guaranteed game time, barring if he gets injured or all of a sudden becomes, you know, very, very poor. But at his age, moving to a bigger club may, you know, have a negative effect on his career because, say, for argument's sake, like rumours have it, he's going Liverpool. He's not going to get in front of Alexander. Is it Alexander-Arnold, their right back? He ain't getting in front of him. So he's got to sit there on the bench.
Yeah,
he's going to get a League Cup game here and there, you know. Or are they sort of bringing him in as a replacement for someone like Milner, who seems to, a majority of his game time at the moment is filling in at left and right back in places like that. But I just think at that age, players, you want to be playing football.
Turn out there, Antonio. Yeah, you are right. You are right. I think he's shown enough to show that he's a good player. I mean, he was one of the better players the other night. Yep. That ain't a foul, ref. Maybe it was. He played well the other night, but you know, it's getting that valuable game time. And when you look at, you know, you got Zabaleta just about to retire, and you know Fredericks, who isn't fantastic, is he? He's not, he's not a cemented first choice right back. In fact, Ngakia plays over him.
Yeah, yeah.
You want them you want that game time. You want, that's how you get. That's how you get. I mean, it does. It can. It can come down to, at the end of the day, the terms they've offered him and all that. I don't know. I don't know what the ins and outs of it is, and I don't know what the agent said and all of that sort of nonsense. But it's just a shame because I think he would have played well.
Yeah, yeah. I'll be honest,
he would have been playing.
I think if Ben Johnson hadn't got injured, I think Fredericks would have been behind him in the pecking order.
Yeah, probably.
Johnson, he looks very, very good. I know obviously he's been out a long time with an injury, so sometimes it's tough for players to recover. But he'd probably be playing third fiddle to him, if I'm honest. To be fair, Ben Johnson may have even took Creswell's place. And that's something we've got to be looking at next season, because if we lose Ngakia, with Zabaleta going, Creswell's not getting any younger. Masuaku showed that he's no quality left back at all. He's, as we've said before, he's more of a winger. We could be looking. Oh no! Oh, well done, good defence. We could be looking to have to go and get 2 left backs and another 2 right backs, or a right back. Sorry.
Yeah. And they really don't like spending their money, do they? Let's be fair.
That is the worry, mate. To be honest, that is the worry.
Green screen's gone all skew with. What's going on?
Adam Noble, Creswell getting caught flat-footed again. That's just what I think. I just think he's I think he's getting on a bit in the game. To be honest, I know he ain't that old, but he ain't as quick and ain't as good as he used to be. Let's be fair. Do you rate Balbuena, Nick?
Do I rate him?
Yeah.
He's got good qualities about him, hasn't he? That's the thing. He's got real good qualities about him. He's when he first come, I thought, he was good. He was solid. He made a formidable partnership. He scored a couple of goal every now and then. And then he seemed to regress last year. But that seems to happen with a lot of our players, a regression over a few seasons, And I honestly think it comes down to the lack of discipline at the club.
Yeah.
I think they regress because of that. But
the thing is, I think you even saw that at the Bilic era, where where he fell foul massively of the lack of discipline, where he tried to treat everybody as a friend,
Well, there's always been a vibe around West Ham
of
a holiday camp.
Yeah. You've just seen that now. The 4-0s.
Yeah.
So I'm on. What minute you on? I'm on 14. 14 minutes 13 seconds.
13:55.
Oh, so you're not far behind me then.
Not far, no. You get a booking for that.
Yeah. He's unlucky.
News HE says Souček since you first signed him. Very good. Very good, Souček. I'd like to make it permanently. Yellow card, Jesus Christ. Like to make it permanent. He didn't play very well against Wolves, but I don't think he had anything with him in the midfield. I think that's he needs a good partner, and I think Declan Rice is that partner.
Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. I really, really like him. He looks like something we need. He's got a bit of an engine about him. He's not the quickest, but he gets box to box. And I'm with you. We need the right players in the midfield to complement him. He's just giving him that look to say, next challenge, you're getting it. It was late. He was going for the ball, but that was late. I tell you, if that was
would anyone take Lovren for 25 million?
Definitely not. Definitely.
Are you
not.
paying us 25 million? Because we might think about it then.
That guy is one of the worst defenders I've seen, and I can't believe he's going to have the Premier League winners.
That weren't that bad a tackle.
It was late, so it's worthy of a booking. Let's be honest. If that was on 4-0, we'd be screaming for a booking.
Please help me. I can't help you, mate. I don't know what your problem is, to be honest. Tell me what it is. I'll see if I can help you. Lovren is literally David Luiz Mark II.
100%.
Actually, I think David Luiz is Lovren Mark II because I think Lovren was before David Luiz.
I still remember Lovren when Sacco absolutely... Was it Sacco? No, or was it Lanzini? When we beat him up there.
Lanzini ruined
him, didn't he?
Yeah. He got into a World Cup final. He thinks he's one of the best defenders in the world now.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. David Luiz thought similar, didn't he? He was one of the best in the world. I still remember that game.
Abba Century, Adrian, the Premier League winners medal.
Yeah. To be fair,
he played his part as well.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pleased for him if him getting that. Really am. He was a lovable character at the club. He weren't the world's best goalkeeper, but he did a lot for us when he was there, and he understood the fans as well. I think. I am pleased for him. Do you think next season we need to go and get another goalkeeper?
No, I don't think so. I think he's got a year or two left in him, but there is rumours coming out of the club that he's regressing, his ability's regressing now. So you don't know. He's made a couple of fuck ups. He's had a couple of injuries this season. Is Randolph a good enough backup? Randolph's one of them players. I like Randolph, but he's either here nor there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he does nothing spectacular. He does nothing stupid. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
he's just a basic goalkeeper, and he's he does
your run-of-the-mill stand goalie.
Yeah. He's not the greatest, but he's not the worst. But I just think if they feel like that, then it's an area that we should be looking to improve. Then we've got to go and get someone who's quality that's going to take his place. We don't want to be going.
Antonio's got a shift here. He's got a shift early. He's down very central.
Mm-hmm. But that's again down to the way we're playing.
That's good. Now you got to hold it, son. Oh.
Fornell's done well with this bit that you're coming up to see now. Oh, no. A lot of balls being given away. You can tell players are rusty.
Yeah.
Oh. Foul by Davis now. Adam Noble, we're getting caught out down the left-hand side. I think that was a big problem on Saturday as well. Something we've been struggling with all season, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I'm about 19 minutes in for anyone that's asking how, and it's still 0-0.
I'm 19 minutes, 15 seconds.
See if we can get a little banner going.
You're catching up with me, ain't you?
Catching up to you, Scott. We're watching the fucking same game at the same speed.
No, but I'm on about your stream seems to be coming along quicker. Go on. Oh, finish. Oh. It was offside this time. Decent save there by Lloris. Good movement from that free kick.
Oh.
Who was offside? Who was offside there? No one was offside. Yeah, I don't know whether you saw the stat flick up, Nick, but I don't think Moyes has ever beaten Mourinho.
Nah, of course he ain't.
I think it's 14 games they've played.
You look wonderful tonight. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Come on. I don't like Son. He's always got a goal in him against us. What's going on?
He's a good player. Very good player.
Antonio off, Danny Smith saying. Is that right?
No. Oh, Antonio was offside. Yeah, I saw that in when the ball was played, but he didn't go. He didn't make a run towards the ball. It was Rice who won the header. So, or was he off for the header? I can't remember now.
See this. This is what fucking annoys me about West Ham. Like we're actually playing well. We've got energy about us. Maybe it's because Anderson ain't playing, but like always against Spurs. It's a bit embarrassing, to be quite honest with you.
That's what I'm saying.
It always seems to be a bit against.
Yep. Oh, good save.
Oh. Nick, you're looking sunburnt. Yeah, I think I am. Enjoying these little sunny days, you know.
Cameron Reader, would you take Vertonghen on a free?
Vertonghen?
I'm guessing that's what you
mean.
Yeah, put Yam V, so I'm guessing that's Vertonghen. I'll take him on a free.
Experience. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
Drinks break. Well, we've got the drinks break, Scott.
Have we?
Yep.
Oh yeah, there we have. See, I told you you've caught up.
No, I'm reading in the chat.
Oh no, don't listen to the chat, mate.
It's because do you know what it is? It's because I'm watching on the Sky Sports app. I can't.
The drinks break has just come up, so I don't know whether Now TV is a few seconds behind Sky Sports.
Yeah, so and the internet's a few seconds behind that.
Yeah.
Right.
So I try not to read anything like that on the chat because people will sit there and try and spam it and 1-0 and it's still 0-0.
Yeah. We don't have people like that watching our streams. While we've got this little drinks break, lads and lasses, we've got a Patreon if you want to go and check that out in the link in the description down below. There are t-shirts that you can see Scott's modelling one, I'm modelling one. There's loads of designs on there, really good ones as well. You can go and check them out. Yeah.
Said we were Aaron Wood just put they were on 23 and 48. I'm just getting up to I've just gone past 23:33. So they're 50.
I'm literally 20 seconds behind you.
So you're 20 behind me and I'm about 20 behind Sky Sports.
Yeah.
I much prefer that Abbey Century beer break.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This is embarrassing, like that we just turn up for these games. Even like, you know, I thought it might be a bit different than that, but it's not. You know, we're turning up for these games, and you know, we could have, you know, we could have put up a fight at least. Nikki, what shout would you use? Good vibes. No, be gone. Hair be gone. Nikki, what haircut do you ask for? I asked for the hair to be put back on, mate.
Cool, 23 in the morning in Thailand watching the game.
Why are they disinfecting all the goalposts and stuff?
Pass, mate. Don't know. Tell you, mate, Dyer, another foul he's committed there. He's struggling to deal with Antonio, I think.
Yeah, I told you that'd be the way. He might end up seeing coming. I think they've got Alderweireld and Vertonghen on the bench. I don't think you'll see him coming out for second half, especially if he gets booked.
Yeah, definitely.
He's a nasty little cunt. I hate him.
They're trying to keep an eye line. This could bode well for us. You know, we have got
hair jokes are dead, to be honest. Not as dead as my follicles.
That's poor. Got to make you.
When are you guys going to do a Pornhub watch along? I'll leave that to you, Scott. I think.
Yellow card for Noble.
What for? Waste time wasting.
Pulling back. No, pulling back. Is that Lamella?
Yeah.
That's not good. Still a bit early in the game for him to get booked.
Yeah, that's not a yellow though. That's competing.
Well, but you see it. They're trying to break, pulling it back.
I don't think that. He was just trying to get his body there. Look, it's barely touching him, I suppose.
Nicky,
I don't know.
Scott Brown says he's looking for the T-shirt I'm wearing. He can't. Is it out of stock?
No, it's in stock. It's on there, mate. It might be in a different colour on the store, but it's on there somewhere.
Jacob O's Claret and Blue movie.
That's a good name for a West Ham porno, isn't it? Claret and Blue movie.
If Sullivan and Gold have been nicking that one, mate.
Mia Khalifa is a West Ham fan. Could be a thing.
Yeah, isn't she retired? I'll have to ask.
Yeah, until she runs out of money.
Yeah,
she's trying to be some sort of sports analyst here, which is disappointing because she can go from sports. She can go from porn to sports, and I can't do the same thing, which I'm a bit disappointed. I can't go the opposite way.
Oh, unlucky.
Come on, Nobes. Obviously, I'm going to see something happening in about 10 seconds.
Done well there. Diop done well. Fabianski done well with that ball back from Diop. He's on his own up there. There's no one even trying to run with him.
What'd you have for tea, Scott? Anything nice?
Quarter pounder and chips.
Nobody looks tired. What'd you have?
Quarter pounder and chips. I had to.
I made it from scratch.
Oh no! I had to order it in because I get the boys something because we went down to the seaside today, and then went to visit one of Sam's aunts who lives in Rayleigh. So we was a bit late getting back, so I didn't have enough time to rustle him up some dinner. So I had to order something in.
Diop and Fabianski done really well with that chance there.
Yeah,
cutting that chance out.
See, I don't. Why didn't we play like this against Wolves? Like Wolves were there for the taking.
I wouldn't say they was there for the taking, but they was definitely less of a threat before.
But that's what I mean.
Traore come on, I think.
Yeah. I think I was messaging with Cess on Sunday, and that's what he said. He said like their game plan was just keep the ball and then bring on Traore. It worked. You know what I mean?
It's worrying that we ain't got a counter-active. That's the most simple game plan.
I think we all called it from the start that once we knew he didn't start, that would be it. It would tire out our left side in Creswell and who was on netball anyway, and didn't track back anyway, and then bring him on to run at him. And we don't seem to have a tactic like that.
No, we ain't got a player like that. That's why.
No, that's true, mate. Well, we have, but we have to start him, and he has to start up front because we ain't got no faith in any other striker apart from Hilaire, which for a Premier League club is an absolute joke.
Robbie is the White Nicky. What? Robbie is the White Nicky.
Yeah, Arsenal Robbie.
He's the White Nicky. What am I then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit
little dicey. Kane header over the bar. They're getting a lot of joy down that left side again.
Yeah. We're struggling to keep possession now. We started really well now. Spurs are starting to put the foot on it, and
sometimes that drinks break has that effect though. A team's on top before you get to the drinks break, and then it sort of gives the other team a bit of a chance to regroup and then come at them. You lose the momentum with this drinks break. It's a bit like we're playing American football with the 4 quarters.
Mm.
To be fair,
Well,
go on.
how long do you
Mhm.
think? Do you think this coronavirus and that? Do you think you could see 4 quarters coming
Nah,
permanently?
I think after this, I only think the drinks breaks are in because of the time of year we're playing in. You know, but I'm trying to go back to sort of the World Cup in South Africa and then the World Cups in other hot climates where I don't remember having drinks breaks during the game.
Yeah, I remember in America because you talked about like we're in like fucking. I think the final was in like Pasadena, which is fucking one of the hottest places in the country.
Yeah.
You know, I remember them doing like very frequent drinks breaks and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, I think they've been there.
Mm.
But if you got 4 quarters, Scott, you could bring more fucking adverts in. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. This advertiser's dream, isn't it? You see that. To be fair, you see that in American football. You know, the weight, the punch. Touch wood, we've defended quite all right so far. Just that left side, we just got to tighten up a bit.
We're looking very stretched. Our middle's looking very stretched.
Yeah. But I think that's more due to the fact that if you look at them the way they play, they've got the 3 at the back. So looking at it, they've got more of a 4-ish in the middle. Would you say they're playing a 4-3-4? A
4-3-3.
A 3-4-3 formation. So that we're going to be a little bit stretched. But, unless they're playing sort of like a 5 across the middle, maybe. Can't quite
if we can somehow manage to shit out some points out of this game, mate, it'd be massive.
Well, at the end of the day, a point, you take a point from this game, definitely. The way we played Saturday, you take a point. But 3 would be great, don't get me wrong.
You trust them to beat teams like Norwich, though? Norwich and...
That's the worry for me. Because
Newcastle, all that sort of...
Well, what we've got to hope is by the time we play Newcastle, they've got nothing to play for. But then again, saying what I said the other day as well, when teams have got nothing to play for, there's no pressure on them.
Yeah, hopefully they've been taken over, so all the fucking players are shitting themselves.
Yeah. Or they know who's leaving and who's staying.
Yeah, and if Bruce is going or staying.
Is he? It's at home, that game, isn't it, against them?
Newcastle, no, it's away.
Is it? How did we get on at home? I can't remember that game.
We lost.
What was the score?
3-2.
Yes. Remember now.
We got 2 late goals. I think, if I remember rightly. Seems so fucking long ago now.
I know. Tell me about it.
It doesn't seem like the same decade, let alone the same season.
Oh, Bowen's picked up a knock by the looks of it.
Oh, yeah, just add him to the other fucking...
No, it's all right. It's the impact. He's moving. He's moving. This is good. So long as he keeps moving, it's all right. It's all Tottenham at the minute.
Evan O'Riordan. Hi, Nicky, baby. Hi, mate. How's it going? Hi, Nicky, baby.
So creative. That's Isaiah. He's saying CM need to over cover when fullbacks are getting done easily. The problem is when you're playing with a 3, if the centre mid over covers, you just end up getting deeper and deeper, and it allows more space in the middle for their players. So which causes a lot more problems.
Barry Elm says Noble's just standing about for fuck's sake. Yeah, he's not having the best of games, is he? As I said before, do you know what? It's so hot in here.
That's why you red, isn't it? It ain't sunburn. It's just red from the heat.
It is fucking sweltering in here.
This is the thing that Antonio's out wide, right? He's won a corner, but I saw Fornell coming in, but there's no one trying to get in the box from a midfield position. I think Noble, Socek, and Antonio were all down the one side. Chance here from a corner. Haven't got a clue. Ryan, he's watching the game, but he just couldn't come on the live stream. He'll be on PMP later.
It's getting hot the next few days.
Yeah, I know. Looking forward to it. Oh, miles wide. Jesus. Went out for another corner. Yeah. No, goal kick.
35 minutes so far, guys. It's looking good. Don't jinx it though.
No, we're playing a lot better than we were Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, Tottenham's going to have a spell. You know, they've had a bit of a spell. We sort of weathered it a little. We can get on the ball a bit, move the ball around a little more, take a bit of sting out of their attack a bit. Just got to keep the ball under control. We keep giving it away very, very sloppily. Noble's got to be careful in the middle. I think Antonio's just took someone out. No, he's all right. He's up. Good tackle. Good tackle. Solid tackle by Diop there.
Oh, Nobes.
It's looking a bit leggy, Noble. Good ball. Oh, shit touch. Fuck's sake. Professional football players should be able to take the ball down better than that.
Nicky, why did you steal the fence from Upton Park and put it in your living room? Why not? They weren't doing anything fucking better with it. It's in a shop, this fence. Nicky looks like it's been in a radiation tent. I think, to be fair, I think it's the camera balance on the webcam. I don't think I'm that real anyway.
You look proper. You look
Maybe
like
I'll be drinking a cider or something.
you look like you've just come out of being an extra in the TV series Chernobyl.
Yeah. Fan cams tonight. If anyone wants to do a fan cam, please message me on Facebook or no, Twitter would be the best place to get me because I can't really check the Facebook too much. We do them via Zoom. So Creative says high saturation. Oh. That's the fucking fat in my arm.
Oh, that was unlucky. Bit more pace on that ball across. That's going to. I'm thinking it was Antonio. Little good counter attack there by us.
I wish you'd said shut up.
It's the thing. We've got to show this level of performance against other teams as well. We can't just do. You know,
yeah, I know this is the thing. This annoys me every year. Like we have a fucking awful season. We linger near the bottom, and then all of a sudden we turn up for Spurs, and fucking everyone thinks it just papers over cracks.
Oh, of course it does.
It does my head in.
Yeah, massively. That is a worrying statistic. We haven't had a shot yet, I don't think. 40 minutes into the game.
We have had a shot.
Have we?
Yeah, Antonio had one saved, and then Bowen shot.
Oh,
after.
yeah, of course you did. Sorry, apologies. Yeah. Hold it. No, you got to do better than that.
You're on 40 minutes and 5 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds now. They've got a lot better movement than us, I must admit. Oh, offside shots don't count.
Oh, okay. Was he offside? I didn't even know he was offside.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, too much space on that side. Good block by Balbuena. Their movement is so good. That front line.
Mm. Night.
No.
We're keeping you up, Nicky. Do you know what? I didn't think that at all. What?
Dealt with that corner. That's good. We just look knackered. Every player just looks knackered. It's good to see Bonner back in the squad, though. I think it'd be a boost having him back for Chelsea.
We're knackered because we're chasing the ball. We're chasing the ball around all the time and not keeping it.
Yeah. Obviously, we don't work like that in training. We obviously have the ball far too much.
Oh, fucking hell, that was close.
Defending all right at the minute. Every so often it looks like Nicky has a ponytail over his shoulder. I'll get to half time 0-0. That'll be decent. I can't. Peter's saying about Wilshere coming on. I do agree in a way, but I just think half time may be a little bit early for him. The fact that he hasn't had
half time, I think after 60, he could have half hour.
Yeah, I don't think
his passing game's a bit better. I think he can hold the ball a bit better, but
I agree. I don't
know.
think he's got 45 minutes in him with this length of time he's been out for. And to be fair, he's a professional football player at the end of the day. He should be able to do it, but we know it don't always work like that. Excuse me.
Where are you, Dunham?
Yeah, Lanzini record. Has Lanzini got a good record against Spurs? I think it's not bad, is it?
Yes. Not a bad record, no. I can't find my mouse cursor. Can't see it at all. Here it is.
All games have been boring without crowds. It is a bit weird, I must admit. It is a bit weird. I think it's the teams on the pitch that make it entertaining sometimes, and there's not been that many entertaining games.
It's difficult for teams as well. They're not used to this sort of thing, is it? You know what I mean? And I don't know.
They said the break has. You can tell the breaks help some teams. You know, with.
It's helped teams through. Apparently, we're losing. A lot of people are saying it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck off. Oh, it had to be him as well. Right on half time, man.
Kane.
Nah, Son.
Son. As much as, he's got a good record against West Ham.
Yep. What is this with it? Oh, come on.
Offside, someone said. Please be offside, please.
If that's when the ball's played, he's offside. There's no marginal offside there. That's miles offside. Oh, no, sorry. It's his arse that's keeping him. No, that's offside.
He's well offside.
That's offside.
God, if Frederick's got a bit fatter over the lockdown, man, he would have played him on.
Oh, that's the let off, that is.
A couple more of them fucking roast dinners, mate. Jesus Christ.
That is a massive, massive let off. That. God, I love VAR. It's great, isn't it?
Nah, it's still shit.
The reason we can't go with what the comments say, right, is because you do get people.
I know. People wind you up, didn't they?
Yeah,
but yeah, there are.
not reading the comments.
I know Lisa's pretty reliable when it comes to telling you what's going on. If they're saying it, I believe it.
Yeah, you just got to be a bit careful sometimes.
Why's he laughing?
Who's that?
He's laughing like it's a bad call. Not like a sarky laugh.
VAR is West Ham's best defender. I was watching the Brighton.
The ball's just giving away. Come on, Souček, get that back.
Oh, Rice, he's trying to do it on his own. There's no. We look tired again. No, Rice has just made a run down the right. There's no one going with him.
I'm telling you, man.
Oh,
Moyes isn't giving these.
Whoa, that's a let off.
Moyes isn't giving these the license to go forward.
No, definitely not, mate. And that's what I'm saying. You can't. We're getting beat being negative. You can't keep being negative. Do you know what I mean? There's only. Oh, well, that's a let off. That is that much space in the box. He should be doing a lot better.
Oh. Player of visibility as well.
But that's the thing. I said we're getting beat being defensive minded, trying to be negative. Just release the shackles. Said
that's what. How mad has he got that space in the box there? Look, no one within 5 yards. That's a fucking bad finish.
Mm-hmm. That's a let off. That's 2 let offs now in the space of 3 minutes.
Yeah, come on, we need that half-time whistle.
Yep. Fornals ain't been in the game since he's been booked, to be honest. Antonio's looking a bit leggy. Noble's very off the pace at the moment.
The thing is, we've struggled in midfield for about 4 seasons now.
Yeah. And it's bad.
Three or four.
As much as you can sit here and say, "Oh, we've got to take Noble," we can't keep. It's not Noble's fault. Noble gets picked. He gives everything. We just don't have the options.
Mm.
It's somewhere where we've been very, very weak of certain players. You sit back and you think like, the likes that we've seen go out the door to what we've got midfield wise. I would have rather have kept Obiang.
Yeah.
He gives you a lot more than what Carlos Sanchez does.
I don't see. This is what I don't understand about West Ham's philosophies at times with like transfers and that. Like Sanchez is meant to be on like 60, 70, 80 grand a week. Like, yeah, I know he didn't come with no fucking transfer fee, but fuck me. You know what I mean? Like, you can do a lot better for that money. I think there's people playing in the Championship that could do a better job than him. Yeah,
Exactly. But just look at our body language when we're coming off the pitch there. It don't look good, does it?
I'm not impressed by anything that I've seen. I mean, they've done well in spells. Started very well. They faded out of the game a little bit. They're fading. There's some players there. I would like to say Wilshere come on. To be honest,
I still think we need Wilshere. Not yet. I don't think he's got 45 in him. And I think even if he does come on and make a difference in the first 10, 20 minutes that he's on the pitch, I don't think he'll have the legs if we back against the wall sort of time, if we do nick a goal and things like that, going into the dying parts of the game. We've got to be looking to bring him on later in the game.
Yeah.
Opinions on Souček. In the game today, he's been a bit hot and cold, I think. He's not been the worst player, but not been the best player. Given the ball away a couple of times, but who hasn't in our side at the moment?
Absolutely. Let's take some expressions. He's going mad. I don't expect anything else from expressions, to be honest. Where the fuck is my mouse cursor? Where is it? I can't see it.
Pixels kidnapped it. Where's the pixel gone? Are you on a different webcam tonight?
Yeah, different webcam. Let me just turn the light on because it's getting a little bit dark in here now.
I don't know whether Ryan wants to come into the. Oh God, Nicky's gone again. Oh no, he's left me on my own. Pressure again, people. It's not good. I think Ryan's trying to come in as well, so we'll try and, if he is, we'll try and get him involved. Where we going? I can't put the comments up, guys, on the screen. I haven't got the ability to do that from here. For some reason, they won't give me the login. So, Big Morgs, what do you think of the first half and what changes would you make? I said Noble looks tired. Antonio looks tired. As I was saying to Nicky earlier, I wouldn't bring Wilshere on yet. I don't think he's got the legs to last 45 minutes. Possibly look, if you're going to take Noble off now, possibly change it up front a bit. Bring in, maybe bring Yarmolenko on, put him up top for Antonio, move Antonio left and drop Fornals, or move Antonio right, put Bowen on the left and drop Fornals in playing behind the striker, sort of replacing Noble, and then get Wilshere on probably 60 minutes into the game. What happened there, Nick?
I just had to turn the light on and all that. I've done an old TV trick. I've took my trousers on. I've just got my undercrackers on. I'm so hot.
So I was just going through some of the comments. Keep forgetting Lanzini's on the bench. He could be an ideal replacement for Noble, to be honest.
When I leave you on your own, are you a bit like like Wayne and Garth out of Wayne's World?
Yeah.
When he don't turn up, when he walks off and he's like,
I have to go through the questions, like what people are putting on, and I can't put them on the screen to see what I'm talking about. So
yeah.
Tim Smith, Dan always streams in his pants too.
Oh mate, I tell you, my leg. I was wearing tracksuit bottoms, and my legs were fucking like sweltering.
Go on, opinions first half, Nick. What are you thinking?
Started well. We was very positive, but we've faded out again. Same problems as we had the other night. Not holding the ball up enough up front. Antonio's looking very isolated on his own. We need to get Bowen on the ball more to be running at people, isolating him with people. But I think that comes down to the fact that we can't hold the fucking ball in midfield. We can't seem to pass the ball 3 or 4 times. A lot of mistakes. People like Noble, I think, and I hate slagging off Noble because, he's been such a good servant to us. But, you can't keep on relying on him. He's playing in a number 10 role, which, like, when you've got someone like Manuel Lanzini sitting on the bench, I think that's baffling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Needs more energy in there. And I think, as bad as Lanzini's been, he is that sort of player, isn't he? He's the player that can give you a little bit of energy in there, little bit of ability to go past people. Too slow. That's our problem in midfield. Too slow to go anywhere. I haven't really seen Fornals in the game much. But we started well, but we dropped off. Huh?
That booking, he's drifted out of the game since he got booked.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Should we listen to what Bobby Mamora's got to say?
Bobby Zamora.
Bobby Mamora.
Yeah.
Right, let's try and get the sound back on.
In the Champions League spot, the onus is on Spurs to try and make the breakthrough in this game. They did.
Getting dead leg.
Just offside. Injects a bit of pace into the game, Kelly. That's what it needed because they've been too slow, taking too many touches. He managed to weave his magic, gets the ball out to Son, and it's a brilliant finish. But it's offside, Kelly. And VAR drives a lot.
We'll let Jamie Redknapp go through the game. I don't really want to talk for that, but yeah, I just think in terms of West Ham wise, I don't think Spurs have been very impressive either. To be fair, they've struggled at times, but in terms of us, they need the points as well as we do. Both teams have been quite poor. The only thing that worries me is that they've got the players with the ability to make something happen, like we saw in the first half, like Son. it seems like we're struggling. But that's because we're failing to hold on to the ball, and we're very, very sloppy in the pass. He's just offside there. You can see.
Scott Brown, we are doing fan cams, mate. If anyone wants to get on one, just DM Nicky or the West Ham Fan TV Twitter, and we'll get you on. So we've kept them at bay a bit, haven't we? Really?
Yeah, it's a bit like that. It started well. In the first sort of 10, 15 minutes, we started really well. We looked like the team that was taking it to Spurs. But since then, we've sort of regressed into the way we was playing against Wolves. And that's, struggling for possession, giving the ball away way too easily. Again, these are a little bit like Spurs, and they've got a player like, he's not like Traore, but, he's, Bergwijn is sitting on the bench. He can easily come on and, be that player to make something happen. So, it's got a lot of Spurs, Wolves vibes at the minute, but we started better. But I just think it's the lack of pace in midfield, the lack of forward thinking. We've got 3 defensive midfielders in there. One of them's trying to play an attacking midfielder. We've got attacking midfielders on the bench. Like, give one of them a go. Moyes is too negative.
Yeah, that's the thing. We know through Moyes he's awful at making substitutions. It's one of his probably his worst aspects. He's got 5 subs to pick from. He still only used, I think, he used 3 on Saturday. Out of the 5, and so they were too late. And as much as it's 0-0, you're in the game. You can see players are tiring. So maybe it is the time to make the subs, or bring 1 or 2 fresh legs on, especially players that have played the past 2 games.
Let me clear this up a little bit. He's got 5 subs, but he can only use 3 spaces to make them subs. Is that right?
What do you mean?
That you can only use 3 stops to use these for 5 subs. You can't stop 5 times.
I don't know, mate. I honestly don't know how it's done.
I'm pretty sure that's the rule. So, yeah, if for two of them, you make single subs. In the last one, you've got to make 3 subs to utilise it if you're going to use.
Okay, so you can only sort of make 1/2 subs in the first half, and then the last 3 have got to be in the second half, something like that.
Something like that, yeah, something like that.
It's a bit stupid, isn't it? What happens if you get 5?
But his substitutions, he's not brilliant, is it? His record with substitutions. I think he was talking about that today on certain platforms about his. Oh, Ryan's here.
Yeah, no, I did say, you were off, Ryan. I did say Ryan's trying to come in. Hey.
Mate, you all right?
All right.
Let him in then. Why didn't you answer the...
What a nightmare that was. You all right?
Yeah, mate.
I want to leave it like this.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
My screen don't really work.
Sorry about the first half. Thanks for bringing me on as a sub.
That's all right.
Oh,
actually, I'm glad you're here because I really want to go and get a drink and have a wee.
Go on, mate.
Go on, I'll let you talk to Scott until the second half will be coming up soon.
Yeah, you all right, mate?
Hello, mate. Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, good, mate. Good.
Well, bad was it first half? Could have been worse.
Yeah, that's it. It started a lot better than it did Saturday. We've sort of gone back to that now, closer to half time. But
we started off a lot better than what we did on Saturday. We looked lively for the first 15-20 minutes. I think Bowen's had a really good first half. He looks like he wants to get on the ball and try to make things happen. But the same as Saturday, we've got nothing to aim for up there, have we?
No, that's it. I think the passing of the ball was a lot better going forward. But Antonio's looking tired to me.
Yeah, he runs his socks off, doesn't he? But he just needs someone up there with him because how many times did he hold that ball up in the first half and there was no one there to support him?
So a couple of times he should have done it a bit better than what he did. But you are right. Even if he had held it up, there's no one there with him.
See, I think Noble's been giving the ball away quite a lot first half. I wouldn't mind seeing Jack Wilshere come on for Mark Noble.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat saying that. me and Nicky were saying, I'm just worried about his legs, whether he's got the legs to do 45. You know, he's been out for a long time. If we were to nick a goal and go 1-0 up, has he got the legs when it'll be back against the walls to help out defensively? That's the thing that worries me about getting him on now.
Or maybe take Noble off, bring Anderson on, and put Fornals sort of in the middle, and let Anderson go out wide, and have Souček, Rice, and Fornals in there.
Yeah, or you
just think we need a bit more legs in there, because if we get more legs in there, I think this game's there for the taking. I think we could nick something here. Well,
that's it. I think, as I said, Tottenham have not been great. You know, they've only had really 2 clear-cut chances. The Son goal that was offside, obviously. More of a shot was it Lamella's shot that Fabianski tipped over on Mora, and then
Mora, great effort and a great save. You know, if that goes in,
you can't do nothing about that. So we just, I don't know. It's just we've just got to get it right. The problem is when you're sort of approaching this at half time and you look at it, it's 0-0. You're still in the game. You don't want to change anything too drastic.
No, you want to go out. You want to look at the first 15 minutes of the second half, see how it plays out. But if I was David Moyes now, I would make that substitution. I'd take Noble off and maybe bring on Anderson and then switch it about. But we know Moyes ain't going to do it. He's a bit negative, isn't he? Sometimes, and he ain't. It's like he's afraid to make them changes.
Yeah. See, I said it, and someone else has put it in the chat as well. Let me see who's put it in there. I'm
going to have to sit to the like this because my telly's over there.
So, Cameron Reader says Yama is a striker. Get Antonio on the left and Fornals in the middle. You know, it's another option. You know, Yarmolenko's played there before. I was saying to Nicky before the game. You know, he has played up front before. He plays up there for his national side. He's a bit of a lump as well.
Yeah, we said it before on post-match point ages ago that you could see Yarmolenko as a striker, but it's a big risk to take in a game like this, isn't it? Maybe if we're still in it, if it's still 0-0 with 25 minutes to go, 20 minutes to go, maybe try to mix it up. But just looking at the teams coming out now, I don't think he has made a substitution. So,
what are you watching on? You watching on Sky Sports?
Yeah.
So you might be slightly in front of me. I'm watching it on Now TV, and Nicky's on the Sky Sports app.
Oh, fuck, this would be a laugh then, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You're going to be.
I'm going to wind you up. I'm going to start jumping up and down.
The players, my West Ham players, just coming back out now.
All right, we're already 2-0 down. I'm only joking, but yeah, I mean, second half we've got to approach it the way we did the first half. You know, just trying to make that. I mean, Fornals in the first 15, 20 minutes was making them runs, but I think there was a couple of times that Bowen looked up and he just couldn't get that ball. I think Balbuena and Diop's played all right as well.
Yeah, they've looked all right. I said defensively, we haven't played too bad. Touchwood, we keep that up. I was saying to Nicky before you come on, Fornals seems to have drifted out of the game since he picked up that booking.
Yeah, because it was an early.
They are getting a lot of joy down the right, so maybe sitting back a bit.
I mean, we was exposing what's his name? Aurora? Is it Aurora? Aurora. Down, Creswell was overlapping, but I mean, you're going to expect Tottenham to have a lot more of the ball the second half.
Yeah,
we just got to make things happen when we get it.
I just think we did. I think if he gets to 60 minutes and he's not, then there's got to be
goal kick.
Wrong. Do you know what I mean? We can see here who looks tired and things like that. I
think players will start flagging after about 15 minutes of this second half, and it's who makes the decision first. Mourinho will probably bring on 2 subs by the 65th minute.
Definitely. You're gonna see Bergwijn, and who else they got someone else on the bench, aren't they? Attacking.
Lamella's on the bench, isn't he?
Lamella's starting, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure he's starting. But they've got options coming from the bench, which and a bit of pace as well.
Go on, Bowen.
He looks our most attacking threat at the moment.
Yeah, and do you know what? That could be another option as well. Is maybe stick him up front, put Antonio out on the wing, or
yeah, we've got to look. So we've got to look to. I said you.
what do you make of Ngakia left out of the squad? That's it for him now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be. And to be fair, mate, I'll make him right with that, because if he's not signing his contract, we don't need him playing. Players need to be playing to get the form behind them and get.
I said this last week though, didn't I? If he's not going to play, you got to try to get a settled back four. And if Fredericks is your first choice right back, I mean, Zabaleta still hasn't. Has Zabaleta agreed a contract extension yet?
I believe so. I believe he's signed it.
If he ain't, poor old Antonio might end up at right back at some point this season.
God, yeah. I said the only hopeful thing is obviously we've got Ben Johnson there as cover as well. Oh, Lamella on the bench. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought he was.
Yeah. So, they've got attacking options coming from the bench. So we've got to be thinking about. But, we need to, as I said, the longer the game's 0-0, puts a bit of pressure on them as well, because, they need the points to try and get into them European places. So, and as
we need the points as well, because Brighton have taken 4 points out their 2 games, and they've had 2 tough games. Arsenal and Leicester. Leicester away is a tough game, and they got a great point there tonight, and it puts a bit of pressure on us now.
Massively. That's what 5 points now away from the drop.
See, I don't know. Eric Dyer's just had a shot from about 25 yards just wide, but that's one thing we can't do is let Eric Dyer have that sort of space in midfield. And let him run. I mean, look, Mark Noble once again not tracking back there. I would have made that half-time substitution. I would have put Jack Wilshere on or Felipe Anderson and brought Fornells inside.
Yeah, thing is, I see what you're saying, but Noble he's a long way away from Dyer there when he's got to come across looking at that. So this is the good thing. I get to see it after you've said it,
so you can correct my mistakes.
Well, no, I can just see.
I'll see it in a minute.
Different perspective of it.
Nick's still on last season. We just gone 1-0 up Antonio.
He's not busting the gut to get across, is he? No. Noble. So that's where he's getting tired. He's picking his runs. But see, this is what we were saying. I was saying to Nick, I think we need to put pressure on Dyer. Harry
Kane then front post. We've got to stop letting them get down wing like that.
You can't keep giving them chances.
No. I mean, that probably would have been given offside if it had gone VAR, if it had gone in. But
yeah, I think Aurier's sort of taking Fornells out of the game with his getting forward.
Lisa Langley said, "Why won't he take Noble off?"
And look, you know me, I'm a big. I love Mark Noble, but even I can see it tonight. 2 games in a short space of time is a lot for someone like Mark Noble. But I can see if David Moyes looks at it. Give it another 10 minutes. If we're still playing like we are now, then he's going to have to change it. He could go for it and bring on someone like Yarmolenko and Anderson. Change it up a bit. Put Yarmolenko up top with Antonio.
The thing is, at 0-0, doing something like that, Tottenham then have to think. Tottenham have to react. As I said, they can't afford to lose this game as much as we can't afford to lose this game.
The thing is, if Moyes goes for it and we lose, you've got to say, right, at least he went for it. He tried. Tottenham are a better team. But if we just sit back and allow this to carry on and Tottenham make subs and they nick the game, we're going to be back to what we were saying after the Wolves game.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly it. It's Moyes. I don't know whether Moyes has come out and said it, but Moyes has. I've seen saying that if we were mid-table, we play more of an attacking type of football. Well,
Bowen's just hit one over from about 25 yards, cut inside. Probably should have looked for someone instead of taking a shot, but I suppose it's a shot, isn't it?
That's it. But this is the thing. We feed him the ball out there, and this is what he likes to do. He likes to cut in. He should have switched. I'll see what you mean, mate. That should have gone to Creswell.
Yeah.
That should have gone to Creswell. But it's good seeing a player. We don't shoot enough, so it's good seeing someone taking a shot. Do you think though, right, with a Jetty, obviously, like they've got no confidence in whatsoever, but does he deserve a run out?
I think us three deserve a run out.
To be fair, it's got to knock your confidence when you're the only fit centre forward and you're not getting a go at centre forward.
Especially when you got someone playing centre forward who's not a centre forward tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, someone like Grande Silva, you know, give him a chance. You know, what have we got to lose now in these last 8 games, apart from Premier League survival? But if we're going to go down, at least
Premier League survival and the survival of our football club altogether.
At least let's go down trying different things. You can't just stick to the same thing that hasn't worked in the last 10 games. We've won 1 in our last 10. Absolutely. And as I said the other day, we've got to try to find 4 out of our next 8.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Antonio needs help up there. That's at least 3 fouls Dyer's got now. We've got to be putting pressure on Dyer. He's such a clumsy. When he plays it back, he's so clumsy. And we need to be applying more pressure there. The
thing is with someone like Grande Silva, he's never really been given a chance, has he? And this might be his chance. You always get that player that can adapt to the Premier League straight away, and you never know, he might be that player. We've only seen glimpses of him. He played in the FA Cup against Birmingham, didn't he? That's the game he started for the first team.
Yeah.
Lance Jenkins says put Anderson up top. He was up top the other day, mate. It's fucking useless.
Fornals again. He's missed another sitter.
Fuck's sake. I'm getting to that. Hold on. Again, good build up. Very good build up.
Bonner's just scored at Wembley on my screen.
Yeah.
Hey, but look.
Tony Crotty's just scored on his debut. This is the difference.
But the thing is, that came from pressure, putting players under pressure.
This is the difference. Yeah, this is the difference between someone who's got confidence, you know, and Fornals in the last 2 games has had 2 chances, and we know what happened the last time he missed a sitter.
Yeah, the thing is, that's a bit like the chance he scored against Liverpool, isn't it?
And there you go, like Harry Kane nearly fucking.
We've had more shots in the past minute than we have in the entire game.
In the last 10 games. That's a sitter, that Fornals chance. I'm connecting on that. Goes in.
Would you even...
At least forces the goalkeeper to do something.
Yeah.
Even do you know what? I forgot he was on the bench. You know, even taking Noble off and putting Lanzini on might be a better option at this.
Yeah, we need some fresh legs in the middle now. They're carving us open a little bit.
Let's be fair. After fucking Saturday and what we've seen in the first half, how is he not at least warming someone up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Des Mack said, he must be doing something right in training to be on the bench. We just need to give him a run out. The problem is I think he's only on the bench because we haven't got much else in the squad.
Scott, not being horrible, mate. If I turned up to Tottenham today, I think I would have been on the fucking bench.
I'm not being funny, but Noble's so far off the pace this second half. I'm thinking about bringing Kevin Nolan on.
He's got to come off. Man. He's got to come off.
What's Colton doing?
He's just been in and around their box, and he's struggling to get back. You know what I mean? You're sitting there, you're asking him to play that attacking. He looks like he's the further forward of the
Do you know what it is, though? It's horrible to watch because it's horrible to watch because it's like watching Kevin Nolan all over again.
Yeah.
Do you know he wants to? You know he wants to do it. You know he wants to give all his all, but his body's just not keeping up.
I'll be honest. I'll be looking at maybe bringing Fornals off soon because he's committed 2 or 3 fouls in a row now. He's already on a yellow.
Yeah.
One stupid late tackle and he's gone. See, Tottenham they're so all over the place at the back. If we could just get at them or even go for it and just go 2 up front, we could definitely nick something from this game.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio, look, you can see he's trying, but he's got nothing.
He's tired now as well. You know, that's the thing. It's another foul. How many times these Spurs defenders going to get away with going through the back of Antonio?
I can use it well behind him.
About 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
He's a proper behind, didn't you?
What minute you on, Roy?
I'm on 57 minutes.
I'm on 56.
Phil, pause it for a minute.
Yeah, you can pause yours.
Oh, go on.
Oh.
The thing is, he's got to start looking in the next 5 minutes, 65 minutes. He's got to start looking at that bench and thinking, right, I've got to go for it. And
yeah,
I think he might actually have the same brain as Graham. He's only just registering what happened at kickoff. He's like, oh, right. Where's Ryan?
That's the first time Rice stepped forward, isn't it? And, he's got a chance.
Yeah. And this is what I'm saying, the difference between Rice playing centre-back and midfield. This is what he does.
Yeah.
He's got confidence.
That's great skill, Rice. That's great.
The thing is, do you think Moyes' comment about Rice being the best defender and the best centre midfielder, as much as it's good for him to say that because Rice is a top talent, do you not think that just put the centre halves in a bit more of a down?
Oh, my God. Harry Kane's just missed a sitter.
Oh, that's good then.
We just got fucking exposed down that. We've got a fucking
counter attack from this corner. I take it.
Yeah, we've got to sort this out because Fredericks is all over the place there.
Who we got on the bench? No one.
Kevin Nolan. Well, if he's turned around and said Declan Rice is the best centre back, best midfielder, he might as well try him up front because he might be the best striker we've got.
Yeah. That's it, mate. That's it.
He's got to mix it.
That's a bad thing to say, especially when like our Amory is in the fucking.
Yeah.
Dele Alli's just gone off for Eric Lamela. So let's see what I'm saying. Mourinho's got just what I said at half time. He's got to 60th minute and he's made that change.
Moyes needs to make a change now. It's getting that counter attack there is exposed that we need to get some fresh legs on.
I'm going in hiding.
United rules could be worse, could be Arsenal.
I'll be honest, I'd rather be in Arsenal.
Then again, well, at least they got Aubameyang and Lacazette.
Yeah, they won't have Aubameyang.
If we had them two, Moyes would still have them on the bench. Go on, Antonio.
I thought he was going to be like a minute from last year.
I thought that was a repeat of last year. Then,
did you see the story today about Arnautovic wanting to come back in January?
Yeah, as he was selling his gin.
Yeah, exactly. See,
he's just trying to break into the West Ham market.
Yeah.
We're getting more opportunities, though. The game's getting a bit stretched. We're getting more opportunities now.
Yeah,
good time to make a sub.
We've got to start taking them, though, Scott. That's the problem, mate.
Of course.
That's correct, Ryan.
This is the difference between top teams and mediocre teams. Tottenham will get a chance like that and bury it.
Mm-hmm.
Leather seats, no pants. Don't go together in hot weather. What the fuck?
I can't even see if we're actually looking to make a sub at the minute.
Oh, if he weren't leaning back there, man.
He catches it too high. Anyway, it's always going over. I said he's leaning back. His angle, his foot's wrong.
He's tired. He's tired, Scott. I'm going to start calling Antonio night nurse.
Come on, Moise. Good night.
No, because he's doing a lot of pointing at the minute, I must admit.
Lamela. Nearly gone through, hit the side net.
Probably asking what the grass is. I think he might have had a stroke.
Tell you what, Balbuena and Diop done well there. Just to force him out wide, not to give him the angle, and he was falling back as he hit it.
Do you know what?
I'll tell you what,
point. From Balbuena.
Let's go, lads. Enough negativity. It could be worse this stage of the game. You're absolutely right, mate.
Oh,
yeah. You're absolutely right. It's still 0-0.
Yeah.
I think we're just frustrated that we're not seeing Moyes.
I'll be honest. I don't think we're being negative. I think we're just pointing out what probably everyone can see. Like we're obviously got. It's different when you're at a stadium and when you're watching on a telly. You see, if we was at the stadium now, we'd be in the lower tier and we probably wouldn't see half the things we're seeing now. So when it's on the telly, you can see the full pitch.
Yeah, you just want to see Moisey do something. Moisey react.
Scott, do your best Andy Tate impression.
Who?
Moise, you know him.
Moise.
Weren't he the one that said give it the gigs there?
Give it the gigs at end of season.
See, Tottenham get a lot of joy down this right hand side at the moment. Yeah, I've been impressed with Balbuena tonight. I've said that. Watch now, he'll probably do so.
The defensively, him and Diop have been okay. So
especially the stat that said they've started 5 games this season together. We lost 4 and drawn 1.
Jesus,
that's not bad. Then we drawn 1.
Yeah, but do you remember that draw? Oh, goal.
Oh, right. Don't do it to me.
I don't even know what happened. I don't know if it's an own goal or what. I think it's Souček own goal.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Is it from the corner?
Yeah.
Oh, it comes off the back of his leg, doesn't it?
Fuck's sake. See, this is the thing. This is the luck you have when you're down the bottom.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. If you don't take your chances, things like this happen. And now, all right, look.
I'll be honest, mate.
There's nothing he can do about that. I'm not blaming Souček there.
It's his back of his leg. Then the Tottenham player misses it, and
but then if there's a player,
isn't it?
But to be honest, right, I blame Moyes because he's had enough time to change it now.
If there's a player on the back post,
yeah.
If there's a player on the back post, they don't go in. Oh, hang on, they're looking at it. VAR. They're looking at something.
Foul in the build-up, please. Or foul in the. I swear there was a push in the back.
No, he's give the goal.
Clutching at straws.
I don't know what he was looking at, but I was hoping something. It's a shame because we've played well and it's things like that. But Tottenham, you could see it coming. Tottenham had their chances. And as I said, just after that Antonio one, if you don't take your chances, things like that happen. And now Moyes has got to make a change. He has to make a change now.
How is he sitting on his fucking hair? How is he still sitting on his hands?
I don't even think he's in a dugout, mate. I don't know. I ain't seen him.
This is the thing, right? We've just gone 1-0 down, 65 minutes, yeah?
He ain't locked in the change room, is he?
Throw caution to the wind. We're losing it.
It's frustrating because now you can go and see Tottenham getting 2 or 3 now, and on paper it looked like a convincing Tottenham victory when
it's not been like that.
Nah, but
listen, they stick that fella Bergwijn on that left wing, mate.
But this is the thing. We need now. You can't. We're 1-0 down. You've got.
Hang on.
Let's make a fucking change.
He's looking at something. I don't know what he's looking at. Oh, Anderson's coming on.
What? That's the thing. That's how bad I feel to me. That don't even excite me that it's going to make a massive change. It's just defensively now it's going to weaken our left side even more.
The way he played on Saturday, I'd rather Pamela Anderson come on.
But who's he took off?
He ain't took anyone off, mate. He ain't made the sub. I think he's told him to sit back down and said, give it another 25 minutes.
Look at that record. Conceding first, 14 games, 14 losses. What's worse?
Should we just go straight to post-match point? Oh, mate.
Wouldn't surprise me. Like someone just said there, does Moyes want us to go down? Wouldn't surprise me if a couple of people that are fucking saying they're injured were saying they was injured because they fucking don't fancy the fight.
We got a free kick just outside the box.
No,
Bowen with a great run.
To be honest,
Hmm?
Players who say they're injured.
Yeah, the pricks.
Yeah, Snodgrass. Snodgrass ain't one of them. And I wouldn't say a Bonner is either.
Bonner's on the bench.
Yeah, but he's been injured. So I'm saying the players that have been injured the past couple of weeks, only Hilaire. He's the only one. Hilaire, Bonner, and Snoddy. Snoddy's definitely not partial.
I don't reckon Hilaire. I reckon Hilaire's injured. I just reckon he just thought, "Fuck this."
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I can't be bothered. Come on, West Ham.
He had a good lockdown. He's gone on furlough.
Come on.
If we go, like, the thing is, yeah, if we get beat here and we get beat against Chelsea and then we get beat in the next game, do you think they might think about replacing him again?
The thing is, there's only one option they're going to do is that sack Moyes and just put Nolan in charge for the rest of the season. Because no top manager is going to want to come in with 4 games to go and take over a struggling team with no confidence. So Kevin Nolan would be the only option. And to me, it wouldn't be a bad choice because
that free kick there, crossing it into the box, Souček is the only player at the back post and we're aiming for one player with 4 Tottenham defenders around him.
Fornals is so... I'd be looking to take him off now and bring on Lanzini.
You need to. We're approaching 70 minutes and we've still not made a sub 1-0 down. This is a joke.
Anderson's come on.
Oh, is he brought Anderson on?
He ain't that bad, Scott.
Who did you bring Anderson on for?
Oh, no, Anderson's coming on now. Oh, yeah. and Lanzini. He's making a double. Hang on, this is not a drill. He's making a double substitution. Anderson and Lanzini coming on.
Is that Noble and Fornals going off?
No, Diop and Balbuena. I don't know who he's taking off, mate. They're all walking over to the touchline at the moment to get a drink.
Break, why can you pause yours?
Why?
And then you'll be in line with us.
Well, what minute are you on?
69:04.
I'm in 1984 still.
Tell me when you get to 69:30.
All right. Hold on. All right. Ready?
As bad as we played,
now,
taking him 70 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm on 69:11. It's taking him 70 minutes to make a first substitution.
Yeah.
Who's he taking off?
I think Noble's come off. I think I see him give Rice the armband. Is that handball?
I don't know. The flight, when you look at it from behind, the flight of the ball does seem to change ever so slightly.
Handball to who?
Tottenham.
Yeah,
in the build up for the goal.
Yeah, they brought Bergwijn on.
That was handball.
Bergwijn.
Burger King.
I don't know, now, whether that was handball or not.
It was handball.
See, you notice how we put on Lanzini and Anderson, and Moyes Mourinho's counteracted the Anderson coming in by bringing on Bergwijn.
Yeah, because he knows that we're going to be pushing now.
Yeah.
I don't know who's bought off.
Noble. He should have made them substitutions 10 minutes ago.
Noble should have definitely gone 10 minutes ago, 100%.
Noble should have half time.
Some would probably say Noble should have gone 2 seasons ago.
Now the thing is, right, if we don't go on to win this game, we've got Chelsea coming up, and he puts the same setup, same team back out again. That's just madness, isn't it?
Geeks ain't got a clue, Scott.
Slowly thinking that, mate. I'm slowly thinking that.
Yeah, the thing is, he's still one up top. It's just not. It's not work.
Chasing the game, exactly.
It didn't work on Saturday. It's not worked for the first 70 minutes today. Why not?
Let's be honest.
It's worked once in 11 games, boy.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, but that one in 11 games was when we played Haller and Bowen up top, and that was 2 at top.
Oh, yeah, actually, you're right, yeah.
So it hasn't worked in like 2 seasons.
No, exactly.
The thing is, you might have to lose it 4-0 now.
Exactly. This is the thing. At the end of the day, someone said it earlier on in the comments, he's relying on goal difference to keep us up. That's why we're playing so negative, to try and keep the score down.
Someone's just put there that David Moyes took the job to mess Gold, Sullivan and Brady up. It wouldn't surprise me if we went down and he resigned the next day.
You couldn't mess them up any more than they are messed up.
Cameron Reader just said he's made 5 subs across 2 games.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Maybe he thought that was the rules.
Come on, do something, please. I just think Bowen, I know he's a wide player, but got to get him coming
need to
a little more.
We need to get him in up the pitch. Oh, fucking hell.
Thing is, though, he scored so many goals.
Right? Bowen's passed him the ball. It was a poor pass. He tried to tackle it, and then Souček runs past him, going backwards defensively. You know, this is the thing. He's the fresh legs. He's the player. Just come on. He should be the one busting the gut to get back.
The thing in Bowen scored I think he was the championship top goal scorer for the last 3 seasons. Yeah. So he can score goals. So why not just put him up there?
Yeah.
Put him up top. Mate, take Antonio off now. He's knackered. Put Bowen up top and bring someone like Yarmolenko on.
Yeah. The thing is, you can push Lanzini right, put Bowen up top with Yarmolenko, play 2 up top, or even just give a Jetty a bloody game. He ain't going to do much worse than what we've seen out there.
Oh.
Down again, coming from the right-hand side. Anderson's pulled wide for the ball early because the fullback's out of position, and we hold on to the ball.
How are we in this fucking mess, honestly? How are we this bad?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. But this is the thing, right? Anderson's just pulled wide for the quick counter. Fabianski's got the ball under control. Doesn't even ping it out to him.
Do you know what I look at? I think that they're the next Tottenham and Chelsea. They're looking at anything out of them games. They're looking at the games like Norwich, Burnley, Newcastle, and Villa. Yeah, even David Moyes has already turned around and said that he thinks it's going to go down to a final day shoot out. What the fuck? You don't want to hear that from your manager. I want to hear my manager. Go on,
we said that before it started. We said that at the beginning of the show before it all kicked off. We spoke to Michael Bridge from Sky Sports, who's obviously a Tottenham fan. We said, you know, the vibes coming out of the club. Noble said the other day we're going to lose games. You know, we can't. Look, we got after this one 7 games left. We got to win 4 of them to have a chance of staying in the league. You know what I mean? We can't afford it. We're going to lose games. I want to hear like we're going to fucking do our fucking best to win every game and all of that sort of thing. Then you've got fucking Moyes turning around and going, I think it's going to go down to the last game of the season. Then you got him saying that none of his defenders are good enough because Declan Rice is the best defender we got.
Exactly.
It's just all negative. It's everything that's coming out of the club at the minute is negative, like, you know what I mean? And then everyone gets the and you'll have fucking Sean Whetstone fucking sitting there going, no, he didn't mean it, and all this bollocks. Like, it's just the same old shit. There's no confidence in the club. There's no ambition in the club. I'm not just saying it to Tottenham. At the end of the day, look, this is Tottenham. We always knew this was going to be a tough game. We always knew this was going to be a game where, you know, we didn't. Well, I've been saying it.
Come on, get one right on Diop's head.
We got a corner, Nick. By the way, we go short.
Yeah, Anderson just wide. Fuck's sake, get it in the box. Crap.
They don't address the fucking problems we have.
No, that's it. That's the biggest issue.
I mean, how many seasons have we had a problem in midfield? How many seasons?
All of them, barring that last season at Upton Park.
Yeah.
In recent years, you know.
How many seasons have we had similar midfielders?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you but you go back to that last season at Upton Park when we had so many different options. Lanzini was fresh, just come to the Premier League. We had Payet and things like that. But we had defensive players like Kouyaté who'd work his bollocks off.
Yeah.
And we sell players like that.
Yeah. But that's what I said.
The thing about Moyes, everything that's coming out at the minute with Moyes and all that, and like you got to give him a bit of credit because it's it isn't his team. He hasn't.
But you can't tell me. Yeah, but he should still be able to get something better out of this bunch than what.
Scott, he doesn't fancy it. He doesn't fancy what he's got to be able to get him out of trouble.
Yeah, but then don't take the job in the first place.
That's why I can't be.
Sorry, if you've got no confidence in your own ability to get something out of certain players, even if you don't think they're the best players for the side you're playing, for the way you want to play, if you can't improve any player within your team, then there's something wrong as a manager.
Go on. Oh, is it the post?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Bowen.
As I said, we're creating chances, which is good. But
is it?
Yeah, if we're not creating chances, you've got to be even more worried. I know it's worrying we're not taking them, but we're still creating them.
He done well there, Anderson, as well, to knock it back to Bowen. Yeah. And that's the difference between the team at the bottom and the team at the top.
Yep. Yeah. Team at the top, that's it.
You still got 12 minutes plus injury time. We get a couple more chances. We can nick something. But we just got to be careful at the back.
Yeah.
What he's got to do, mate, is gamble.
Oh.
Gamble. Have a go. The Pratt.
Come on.
It's fucking poor, isn't it?
It's a
think Tottenham deserve to win.
Not really.
It's a typical Mourinho. If they win it like this, it's a typical Mourinho performance and win, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But then I know, obviously, Nicky don't rate Mourinho, but that's the difference between top managers and average managers. They can grind out results like this when Tottenham have not been great.
Mm.
It's not that I don't rate him. I think he does his job well. I just think he's a bad man manager.
Yeah, he is. He's an awful man manager, and Tottenham haven't played brilliantly. They haven't, they've been okay.
Haven't set the world right, okay.
No, and they got lucky with their goal against Man United the other day. It was a poor goalkeeping error that he should have saved that one, and they've got lucky again today. Let's be honest. Right, they've had the better chances, but the goal they've got, it was luck.
Yeah. Come on.
And that's the problem is that when you're in a position where you've got that lead, the other team's going to have to come at you a bit more, and that's why spaces open up. So if they get the second, that's what it's
now.
Yeah.
Come on. We've been lucky today that I mean, Harry Kane has been off.
Yeah.
On any other day, he would have had a hat-trick today.
He's been out. Come on. The thing is, look how deep Bowen had to pick up that ball.
Yeah, but he's been doing it all day. He's been doing it every game he's played for us.
Yeah. That's the thing. We don't, it's good he's back there helping out defensively, but we need him higher up the pitch picking up the ball.
Yeah, Bowen should be hanging on that halfway line, letting it.
Come on, 10. If you're not going to go for it now, we're not going to go for it. Oh, that's unlucky.
Thing is, if I was David Moyes now, I'd treat this last 10 minutes like it's the season, your season on this last 10 minutes. Try to get a point.
Yeah.
A point that gives us so much confidence going against Chelsea next week at home.
Yeah. You've now got to go. 10 minutes left in the game. You've got to treat this as if it is a cup final. You've got to throw caution to the wind and just go for it and try and nick a result.
What the fuck?
He looks like he likes a nice what's it. Oh,
Yeah, that looks like that's right, doesn't it?
People are saying 2-0 on the. Yeah, yeah, 2-0 Kane.
Antonio giving the ball away.
And what was I just saying? Literally 3 minutes ago about someone like Harry Kane.
Mm.
That's it, mate. Fucking over.
Carbon copy of the other day.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, and this is the difference. Look at Harry Kane. He's half fit and he still keeps himself on side. Our defenders can't catch him, and he finishes it from outside the box.
Do you know what?
That's what I'm saying. That is a world class striker, and that's what they do to you. And Tottenham haven't been great tonight, but when they've got world class players, they don't have to be great when they're playing teams like us.
Exactly.
And it's frustrating because.
And the thing is, I feel for Balbuena and Diop there. They've, you know, Diop was a lot further up the pitch than he should have been, granted, but them two haven't defended that badly tonight. And it's laziness from Antonio giving the ball away there.
You know what? It's tiredness, Scott.
Yeah,
Scott, he's tired, mate.
It don't matter. You still, this is the thing. Whether you're tired or not, you still should be busting a gut. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? That's just an excuse. Oh, I was tired. That's why I gave it away. Bollocks. Fucking run. Try and get it back. Even if you ain't going to fucking get there, make an effort.
All right, Scott.
I'm fed up with it. You know, you see it all the time.
Ain't my fault.
All the time. No, no. But that's what I'm saying. You see it all the time. If you're fucked, I get it. You know, the manager's changing things, but don't give up.
You're on 83 minutes now. I mean, what do you do? What do you just?
It's too late now, isn't it?
You're not going to win it. We're not going to get 2 goals. Well, you never know. If
someone just said Kane's not world class. Fuck off, mate.
There's a difference between world class. People look at people like Messi and Ronaldo because of what they do, but Harry Kane's a goal scorer that gets you 25 goals a season. For me, doing that in the Premier League is a world class player because the Premier League
got 137 goals in 200 games. It's more than Thierry Henry had at this point. He was top scorer in the World Cup.
Could you imagine if Harry Kane was playing for a Man City with players like David Silva around him and De Bruyne? Fucking, he'd get like 50 goals a fucking month.
Moisey ain't even looking to change anything, is he? Do you know what I mean? This is pathetic. You're 2-0 down now. Fuck's sake.
It's the thing, though, Scott. The attitude's been all wrong. I think they was resigned to losing these games.
I agree. I think they went into these. I think maybe not so much Wolves at home, but I think Tottenham and Chelsea, they looked at it thinking, right, if we get anything out of them games, it's a bonus. They're looking at the Norwich, the Newcastle, the Burnley games, the Villa. You can't look at them games. You can't look at them games. You've got to look at whatever's in front of you.
I agree, mate.
We haven't.
Go on.
No, I was going to say today, once again, we haven't taken our chances, and that's what happens. That's what happens to a shit team like that, and that's me being polite.
And that's the thing. You're looking at these games, right? They're looking at Wolves. We ain't going to get 9 out. We're going to get 9 out of Tottenham. We're going to get 9 out of Chelsea. Hang on a minute. All right, Wolves demolished us at their place, right? All right, it was only 2-0, but they demolished us. We had chances against Spurs. We gave Spurs a good game. We could have got something out of that game, and we beat Chelsea. So, you know, SBS, you should be looking at these games. You know Spurs ain't up to speed. You know Spurs ain't that brilliant at the minute. You should be looking to get something out of this game. You know Chelsea are blowing hot and cold. You should be looking at getting something out of that game. You shouldn't be thinking, right, if we write these first 3 games off and then we'll take on Burnley, take on Norwich, take on Newcastle. What happened when we played Burnley earlier in the season? You know, we played Newcastle earlier in the season. It ain't good. Norwich are awful. But, you know, as we said, if they're down by the time we play them, it takes the pressure off of them. They could turn up and roll us over. You can't pick and choose the games you want to win. You've got to aim to win every single game.
Thing is, we're getting the ball around the edge of the box, and there's no one that looks like they want to. There's no one. They don't look like they just want to attack the ball.
Exactly. So frustrating, mate. You watch him make a sub in like the 90th minute for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, probably bring on someone like a Jetty or someone.
Yeah.
Or Ogbonna. See, the thing is, 2-0 down. I know it sounds stupid, but I would have give Ogbonna 10 minutes just to get a run out. To get ready for.
But as soon as that second goal went, we should have just gone for it because there's not much difference between 2 and 3-0, is there?
Well, the thing is, goal difference, innit? Comes down to goal difference at the end of the season. If we had gone for it and lost this 4-0 tonight.
Yeah.
This is the part of the season where it gets difficult because you got to sort of make them decisions. You know, what are we? We're one goal now. We're minus 19, Bournemouth for minus 20.
Yeah.
So when
and that's the thing, isn't it? Now you're looking at that, but the problem is, right, is we're one goal better off than Bournemouth, but Bournemouth play tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're 3 points worse off.
But then when I look at someone like Bournemouth, they've been on such a bad run that you always get one team that will, and they've got a goal scorer in Callum Wilson. You know, I know he hasn't scored for a few games, but if he gets 2 or 3 goals, he could keep them up.
Yeah, and that's it.
And then you look at Norwich, they've got Pukki. You look at Aston Villa, they've got a Jack Grealish that drags them through games.
Yep.
He wins games on his own sometimes. I don't look at our squad and team and see anyone like that.
No, I know. I'm with you, mate. Do you know what?
I see Declan Rice who wants to.
Yeah, that's it. That's our player. Our player who's got that is a defender.
But we shouldn't be relying on someone like Declan Rice at 21 years old to be dragging us through games. I mean, look, we've got Chelsea, Newcastle, Burnley, Norwich, Watford, Man United and Villa.
It reminds me of 2003, mate. With Joe Cole.
Yeah.
20 years old, the boy's a captain, you know, relying on him to fucking create, relying on him to defend, all because a load of prima donnas, like highly paid prima donnas around and don't fancy it. There's 1 or 2 that fancy it, and the rest don't. They don't give a shit. It stinks of 2003. It really does. You know, inept managers.
The only difference between 2003 is that at least we had people in that squad that would fight for the shirt. A Di Canio, a Trevor Sinclair, you know, Joe
2
Cole.
or 3, mate, but the rest of them just didn't fancy it. That's the problem. And I see that in here. I see a noble that wants to work for it, but just isn't good enough. I see Declan Rice that you know. I see Bowen, but the rest of them, hell yeah, he don't fancy it. Anderson, fuck me. I mean,
yeah, I was just about to say, Felipe Anderson started the game on Saturday. He was poor. He's on the bench tonight. He's been given an opportunity. He's come on. He hasn't done anything.
No. He
hasn't done nothing. He don't even look like he wants the ball. He looks so scared.
Yeah, I would have, as I said, I'd rather see a Jetty come on than Anderson at the moment, the way Anderson's playing. At least you know Jetty's going to try. He might not be great. You know, or Silva, bring him on. You know.
Look, it's so easy.
And now the thing is, we're lucky in a way we've got a week's break between when we play Chelsea, because you look at it, like Rice has played a full 90 in both games.
Right, we've got another 5 minutes of this yet.
No, I know, but do you know what I mean? You've got players out there that are starting to look a lot more tired than when they started.
No, what I'm saying is, by the time we get to that Chelsea game, Scott, we could be 3 or 4 points behind.
I think we can be second bottom, mate. By the time we get to that game,
maybe that's the kick up the arse we need to drop into the bottom 3.
Yeah,
maybe just outside it, we're all right. Burger King just hit the side net.
But you look at Rice, he's knackered.
Scott, I don't blame him, mate. He's done all the running for 90 minutes.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I know he's tired, but he should be busting his gut to get back there.
He's going more and more forward. He'd be up front against Chelsea.
He did look good against Wolves at the back.
It's just so easy, isn't it? Listen, they've deserved to win this. As I said before, carbon copy. Just let West Ham fucking... he knows they can't. Let them wear themselves out. Bring on a couple of fresh legs.
Anderson is literally fucking... Look, he's not even busting the gut. He's standing there
And that makes
look at that. That's a £45 million player that's just come on.
It's jogging.
And he's doing that. It's fucking embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
Lanzini just closed his man down quicker than Anderson's closed anything down all season. Let's be honest.
Look at him. I think he's one of them players that he looks around at the rest of the team and thinks, well, if they're not doing it, I'm not bothering.
The thing is, as well, I said this earlier, he's a player that when things are going well and your team's mid-table or above, you have him in the side. You're in a dogfight. You need people who are going to fight for the shirt.
I don't think we've got many of them at the club, Scott. Yarmolenko, when he comes on, looks like your mate's uncle over the park who just says, oh, do you fancy playing a game? And he looks happy to just be on the pitch.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Anderson actually made a sliding tackle then. Hammer of the year. But yeah, I think what Nicky said, right, you know, Tottenham have deserved this tonight. They're taking their chances. And as I said, that's the difference when you've got someone like Harry Kane. And it's a half fit, I'd say a quarter fit Harry Kane at the moment. And that's what they do to you. That is what they do to you. And there's no... And then you look at their bench, the talent that they can bring on. You know, the talent that they take off, the talent they bring on. That's and Mourinho's mixed it up, Ryan. And Mourinho's got his spot on. He made the substitutions at the right moments tonight. And we haven't.
But how? Listen, let's be honest. We've seen everyone play now. 2 games. We look the worst. We look the least fit. We've come back with the most injuries. How the fuck does this happen? Why does it always happen to us?
Yep. Agree, mate. Totally agree.
I mean, I know the Robert Snodgrass one is obviously he's done something with his back, and once your back goes, there's nothing. But the Haller one's a bit suspect for me because he played the 2 friendlies and he played really well.
Yeah. And
he scored as well, 2 goals. So it's frustrating. I'm not saying Haller would have made much of a difference in these 2 games, but he might have took 1 or 2 of them chances.
And fees as well. It gives opposition something else to think about because he is that good in the air.
I mean, when you're going at half time 0-0 and you've just had a goal ruled out, that must give you such a lift as a player to think. But they've come out this second half, and look, I understand. I do understand tiredness. I do, but I mean, nearly 3-0 then. Harry Kane could have had another. But I understand players get tired, but then that's when the manager's got to make the right decisions at the right time, and he's got to bring on players and take off the players. I mean, Declan Rice now, he's played 2 full 90-minute games. We're lucky now that we've got a week off. Imagine if we was playing again on Saturday.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean, right?
And again, we've had 3 months off and we're still shit.
We've just gone backwards. We've gone so backwards from where we were before the lockdown.
Anderson still thinks he's on furlough at home on lockdown.
To be honest, mate, I think that's where a lot of their minds are.
Yeah.
Well, at least we've got some good viewers tonight. Over 1,000 now. Probably all logged in to see us cry. It's probably 999 Tottenham fans. As we said, game over, done. As we said, look, fair play to Tottenham tonight. They took their chances, and that's the difference between a top team and a team struggling at the bottom. This is what happens. You look at that last season at the Bowling when we was flying, we was nicking games like this.
Yeah, no, that's it.
But we can't keep saying about the Bowling. It's 4 years ago.
Exactly. That's it.
We've had since we've moved to that London Stadium. This is our 3rd different manager in 4 years. Well, in fact, 4 because you might as well say Moyes has been there twice. So Bilic, Moyes, Pellegrini, Moyes.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, and I can see the frustration in the chat room as well. Because even though we was shit against Wolves, you sort of have some sort of thinking that we can come into this game and maybe nick something. And the way we started the game, I thought we was much better than we was on Saturday.
Yeah.
We couldn't get that ball off the walls for 15 minutes. Tonight, we looked like we wanted it and we was going to take it to them, but
we showed glimpses. We weren't Wolves, we never actually looked like we were in the game. The first half today, we actually looked like we were in the game. We created, right, we didn't create a lot, let's be honest, but we still had something, and we created more tonight than we did against Wolves, but we just look so.
Scott, is it not good enough? Not good enough. And as I said before, Tottenham are a good team. It was always going to be tough, but at the end of the day, we're meant to be scrapping for our lives, and we can't. I'm not even seeing people busting a gut for the calls. You know what I mean? Like, you see a lot of people just strolling around out there, and and I can't accept that. I can't accept losing. I can accept losing to better teams. I think that's what we've done tonight. I just think that's what we come up against tonight. We come up against
that's a massive game on Thursday night. Burnley versus Watford.
Burnley, but to be fair, Burnley, if they've not got a lot to play for now. I think that loss. Did they lose the other night?
Yeah, did they lose? They got fucking hammered at City.
Yeah.
I mean, as I said, maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need to drop into that bottom three just to give them players a bit of a kick up the arse. Because I think at the moment they're looking at us thinking, we're still outside. We'll get a win somewhere. But we got. There's people in the chat room saying there's no passion out there, and I agree. I agree. There's probably passion in the changing room.
Someone said
when
to
he
me,
gets out on the pitch, it's not there.
Yeah. Someone said to me about taking Allardyce back next season. And I said, for me, I wouldn't have him back. I think, he's out of the game now. He's out of the game for a reason. And he's
a fucking crook. That's why.
But the only one we can say is at least we showed a bit of fight under him.
I'll be honest with you, Scott. I mean, if there is any way we can stay up this season, any way, if we scrape through on the last game of the season to stay up, I think that Moyes has been in charge twice now and it hasn't worked out. I think the board needs to show a bit of bollocks in the summer again and maybe, just get rid of him. He gets a payoff this time because he's got a 2-year contract, and go out there and try to attract another manager. Don't go for someone like a Pellegrini type manager. Go for someone young, ambitious.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Someone else said in the chat earlier, Scotty Parker. The thing is, obviously, would Scotty Parker come? If we go down, Fulham may come up, but if not, they're down there as well.
I mean, look, we all know Scotty Parker's passion. We all know that what he was like when he was at the club. He weren't even our captain, but it felt like he was our captain. It felt like we had 10 Scott Parkers on the pitch at one point. Exactly. And I can imagine the way he is in the changing room. It's worked. Lampard's been given a chance. Gerrard's been given a chance. Why not give Scott Parker a chance at a club like that?
Yeah. Well, I said he's not doing bad. He's doing good things, and you hear good things about him at Fulham. What he's doing now. People saying Nolan. I don't think things worked out too well. Nolan when he was at Orient. I'm trying to remember that, or was it Notts County? No, Notts County.
I wouldn't give Kevin Nolan the job. I'd probably give him the job for the last 7 games of the season, just something different because it worked when, as Nicky kept going back to 2002, 2003 season, when Brooking come in, it gave the whole place a lift. This is the difference, though, at the moment, is that we're not there on a match day to get behind the team. If we was going to the London Stadium next Wednesday, new manager in charge, everyone would be up for it. But we're not. We're all sitting here screaming at the telly and screaming on a live stream, and they can't hear us. And this is why I think when you see people like Felipe Anderson jogging around, he knows that the fans are not going to get on his back.
So he can get away with it even more.
They get away with it, and this is
It's the exact opposite of what we were saying what I was saying, in videos past, where maybe not having the fans there is the thing that Anderson needs to get him through the game a bit more, but it seems to be having the opposite effect.
So someone's just said there about Simeone, and look, Simeone we'd never get Simeone, but someone like Simeone, a young, hungry manager with passion, a winner. It's tough to get them sort of players managers, because them sort of managers want money to spend.
Yeah,
and we chucked to our money at Pellegrini.
Yep, that's it.
I still think now we should have stuck with Slaven Bilic at the time, because everyone loved Bilic when it was going right. As soon as he got a little bit, it was going a bit wrong, everyone jumped on his back and the board acted and got rid of him. But Bilic was young, hungry, passionate, loved the club.
I just think he lost the dressing room a bit though because he was too nice.
But you don't know that's the thing.
That's what players do now, though.
I just don't think the club has the right structure in place.
I think a lot of fans got on his back as well. And the difference is now is with social media, it does make a difference. Clubs watch social media and they act on things that happen on social media. And Bilic was chucked under the bus by players that he trusted. He trusted them. He gave them a chance.
Right, we've got to end this stream because I'm going to go and do some fan cams now. I know you guys are going to go and film post-match pint. This mouse thing is doing my fucking head in. Thank you very much for everyone to join us in the live stream.
Thank you, everybody.
It's not fantastic, is it? It's looking a bit grimmer by the day. We've got 7 games now to save our skin. Hopefully something changes. I'm not holding my breath. Where the fuck is my mouse cursor? I can't stop it unless we do that.
Keep going wandering.
But thank you very much, boys.
I can end the broadcast if you can't do it.
Oh yeah, please do that. Yeah.
Tell me when.
Well, one thing left to say.
See you on post-match point. Come on,
you irons.